got the roots, he let the beats build, bitch. And we never switch. Even if I'm rich, I'll be broke like I'm Mitch. Niggas talking down, but that's headed in the wrong direction. But I knock that shit out like the boxing section. Cause they can't touch what they can't see. All I gotta do is be the same me. All I gotta do is keep it G. Always be the same me. Well, I'm solid, boy, they can't change me. No.
We live from the boxing section, you dusty ass niggas.
What's good with the motherfucking people? Yo, we back from the motherfucking boxing section, you dusty ass niggas. You feel me? I'm waiting for all the boys to pull up. Let's get active. It's been a little bit. Me and Kyle been slipping. We're trying to get right. You know what I'm saying? It's motherfucking Friday. You know, I'm trying to do a little something before I get to work. You know, Kyle's probably at one of his 15 jobs. But, you know, we're just trying to make it happen. And today's really no subject matter. There's you know, just talking our shit. I don't really know what's popping. I've been working like a motherfucker the past little while, so I've missed any headlines or big news there is. But if anybody knows what's popping, feel me in. You know what I'm saying? I usually have an opinion about most things, even if I'm not well versed. And that's my American right. You feel me? Shout out to sucker ass Ben. Even though I don't fuck with you, he still show love. So, you know, shout out to him. My guy Hannibal.
Man, I got beef with you, B. I don't fuck with you.
Oh shit.
Nah, fuck. No,
on six talk, nigga.
Oh, six.
On Pyru.
On Pyru. No, man, just call, check in, man. Say what's up, man.
Hey, man, we out here.
Yeah. So, you know, you say ain't no subject matter, so I'm just going to.
Hey, I know you seen that motherfucking win last night for the Bulls, though. Let's start with
that's what I'm about to talk about.
Let's start with that. What? Let's
get to that, right? Hey, LeBron, wrap it up, bro. He should have retired 4 years ago. 4 years ago. He's self-destructing. People don't even realize that right now. He's going out real sad. And I'm glad these young boys don't respect him, because what is there to respect about LeBron's career, if you want to be honest? It's nothing. You can't continue to hide behind championships and MVPs when you really didn't go through that grind like the greats. I'm not even gonna compare him to Kobe and what's his name, Michael Jordan. What about the other people that won the championships? What about Steph Curry? How you let Steph Curry come in the league and win just as many championships as you and MVPs? You feel what I'm saying? When Jordan was around, Jordan was stopping that. A lot of people didn't win because of Jordan. Who did LeBron stop from winning the championship?
I mean, he did stop. You know, he did stop.
I mean, he won over Curry. Yeah, he did one over Curry. But how many?
He was down 3-1 in that. So
but how many rings Curry got though? We giving credit to one thing. Curry had how many rings? LeBron should have stopped all four of them.
Shit, because the man of the hour.
And on top of that, LeBron failed to get to the championship so he could play against Kobe in the finals. This dude, his career is a whole facade, and we witnessed a breakdown. This dude is self-destructing.
He's still a top 10 player, one of the greatest players ever played, though. You know what I mean?
In my opinion, no. But whenever he retires, everybody's about to shit on this dude. Everybody shitted on Mike and Kobe too, but it was still a level of respect and reverence stuff. Watch I tell you when
I just don't
he
know. I
retired.
don't know who. I don't know who in the next generation is going to have more than 3 titles. I don't think Giannis is going to have 3 or more. I don't think Joker's going
Nah,
to have 3 or more.
Joker's
Then,
done. He ain't getting no more championships.
I mean, he might get another one.
He ain't getting.
That'll only be
He
2.
done. Yeah, he ain't getting one this year or next year. I mean,
But
are
that
we forgetting
motherfucking
about?
the ending to that game yesterday was fucking crazy. Like, and honestly, all the whole comeback was on LeBron. Like, LeBron
That's what
left
I'm saying.
the corner open to hit the first 3. He inbounded the ball that got stolen to hit the second 3, and then the half court game winner was, I mean, I can't really blame him on that because nobody's gonna foul in that situation. You don't think a half court shot's going in, but at the end of the day, it
Yeah,
did.
yeah.
So
But he still shot that on LeBron and won.
he did.
They just put that out there. That was in LeBron's face because LeBron should never jumped out. He should have just because you already not playing defense like that, so you should have just continued to be like that.
Dude, what is going on? This fucking phone.
What's up, Kyle?
Kyle, you got anger issues, bro? You need anger management?
Nah, man, my phone is fucking tripping, man. Overheating and all type of shit.
You still ain't got another phone, nigga? Go to Metro.
Nah, this StreamYard be draining your batteries, though.
Nah, that's true.
Nigga.
Hey, Shalom, Kyle. What's been good, my G? Top of the new year to you, King.
Now it's like this whole fucking like recently, and like my internet's hella slow. Everything is just fucked up.
Long as you ain't fucked up, my G. That's all that matters,
Yeah.
Benjamin. Long as you not fucked up. Technology can get fucked up from time to time. But Hannibal, I want to address
I
what you
don't
said.
know why we're talking to Hannibal about LeBron James. Though.
But he made a good point though, Kyle. And I want to address it though, because in this generation, Kyle and Hannibal, it's hard for me to really.
What point is that?
It's hard for me in this generation of basketball. This era of basketball. I grew up with in the basketball era where a lot of this soft shit they weren't calling. You know what I'm saying? You had to get grimy in that motherfucking paint. When you talk about the motherfucking Jordan, the Spreewells, the motherfucking Patrick, even you can go throwback with Magic. Them motherfuckers was playing ball, bro. LeBron supposed to be doing what he doing to this generation. Cause these motherfuckers soft. It's like some of these niggas in boxing, soft as fuck.
Ain't nobody scrapping. Listen, Brian been in the league for 20 years.
They calling fouls for little
He
small
ain't
shit.
scrapped with nobody. He ain't scrapped with nobody. In your 20-year career, you never scrapped with nobody on that court and take a suspension. It's because this dude is soft, bro. Even Reggie Miller scrapped with Jordan.
But you got see the comparison from that generation to this generation. You had a multitudes of superstars back then. The list go on and on. Now these dudes, I mean, they good, but can you compare some of these dudes? Like if you go young generation or old, anytime in boxing and take those active players and compare them to these active players, it won't be no comparison. Them motherfuckers, them dudes from the 80s and 90s and shit, what I grew up watching, man, them motherfuckers was jumping them in front of the Coliseum, bro. Them motherfuckers was physical. These motherfuckers ain't physical, man.
I don't even want to compare though. No, my bad. Go ahead,
but respectfully, y'all been infiltrated with the Stephen A. Smiths, bro. Y'all got to understand that like the year that Andre Iguodala won the MVP in the finals, LeBron damn near averaged 40 points. And the man got an MVP. Wait, hold up. Hey, Andre Iguodala got an MVP for supposedly slowing LeBron James down, and he got 40 points, right? You ain't never seen nobody get no MVP for allowing somebody to score 40 points. The problem is that Stephen A. Smiths and those guys, in my opinion, they haven't been getting the access that they thought they was going to get the access, and they start shitting on the man. They follow behind that guy that was sitting across from Stephen A. Smith, where they never checked his silly ass. They was quietly rooting on that shit. And now Stephen A. Smith then took over for his spot. Since his silly ass ain't on no more, he taking that spot over. And they done figured out a way to turn people's minds around from what they actually see. So if you look at what you're actually seeing, that guy's still within the top 5, and he's been that for all the years that he's been in the league.
Oh, okay, so I guess
that part
we not seeing.
You can't take that away from LeBron. I ain't even critiquing this game because I think LeBron is that guy.
This game either.
The absolute truth. My opinion, though, Pittsburgh T. But you entitled yours, Hannibal entitled his opinion. Boxing, people who critique people find themselves hard to accept other people's judgment or their assessment or their opinion. People be like, you get Stephen A. Smith. I'm fucked up by him because how LeBron handled his son. Bitch, why you being a black man, you moving like this, Stephen? I was looking like that from a totally different angle. I'm like, Stephen, what you doing? This when you supposed to be quiet like you don't know shit. Go look the other way. Go talk about
Stephen A. Smith doing his job, man.
Yeah, mad about Bronny. Why is it? See,
no, he not.
Straight hating, mad, bitter. Of course, never did all this shit with motherfuckers just like he was saying. It does happen. No job, if you motherfuckers work out a job, you motherfuckers see that shit every day more than any motherfucker without a job. Favoritism is everywhere. It's supposed to exactly say it again. Because it was my son. I'm gonna do the same shit.
His son was better than half the NBA players. That's what made it worse. That's what the pedestal he put his own son at before he came in the league, saying that his son was better than half the players in the league right now.
Yeah, that's
a fact. That's fact. I just want to say
what you want to say. What you want to say? His son is trash. You want to say his son is garbage?
Hold on. Let me say something. Let me say something. I'm gonna bring up a good point. Skip Bayless been disrespecting the fuck out of LeBron for years. LeBron, bitch ass, you gonna come over here and try to pick a Stephen A. Smith? Why you don't got that smoke for Skip? Get the fuck out of it. LeBron is a fucking bitch, man. Hold on, let me finish. Yes, it is. Let me say this. Hold on, Cal, because it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, bro. It does not matter, bro.
I don't respect you.
No, it do not. Okay, so if he don't respect Skip, he don't respect Stephen A. and you don't confront Stephen A. The same energy that you got with Stephen.
Skip didn't say that about him being the father, bro. Yes, it does.
It does not matter. Here we go.
Anybody can take anything. You talk about somebody's kids, bro. That's it, man. You talking about the man's father being turned.
Hold on. Let me ask you another question. I'm glad you brought that up because you want to play this kid shit. It's recorded live TV. Jaylen Brown sat on the bench and you can read his lips and hear what he said. Bronny don't deserve to be in this league. LeBron, what the fuck you at, bro? Why you not confronting him? Why you not confronting him?
He's not a journalist, bro. He's not a journalist. That's not the same thing, bro. You making false comparison, bro. That's not the same thing.
To anybody who make a opinion after that, Hannibal, you can't sit there and hold every syllable come flying out of these people's mouth. Who the fuck listen to that nigga? Stephen A. Smith got motherfucker. You talk about 50-something million followers. Bitches listening to. It makes sense to address the elephant. It makes sense to address the elephant in the room.
First of all, Skip got a
what I'm telling you, though, King, what he did, regardless if I like it, if you like it or you don't like it, he did what you would do the same thing, Hannibal. Let's first of all,
I would not. Because first of all, I wouldn't even do that. My son is a whole grown man. Now, hold on. First of all, y'all be capping. First of all,
you can say me, but if you're gonna sit up there saying you ain't gonna put your son in a position to win, bro, how you can say you a father?
How's he winning? First of all, how is Bronny winning? If
LeBron feel as though he better than the motherfucker, that's his opinion. He probably feel as though his son is better than the motherfucker.
It doesn't matter. I don't care what I say about my son.
Why you think his son is on the team?
If he's in that position, Bronny needs to step up and show people that I'm good. I'm not about to sit up here every time somebody says about Bronny, I need to jump up and get mad. You a grown man. Show the world
He
that
didn't
you're
say nothing
good.
about every.
Show
No,
the
if that was
world
the
that you're
case,
good.
bro. If that was the case, he would have jumped on the first game. What you saying is true. He wouldn't have waited till after the man saw something about
Oh
his
my
parents.
God.
So that's not true what you're saying, bro. You didn't buy hook, line, and sinker what Stephen A. Smith and said. That's not
I
what
respect
happened,
people
bro.
get
So
The
it's his
stuck
man was
with
parenting.
jumping
nonsense.
on
So
him
it's
as
his
being a
parenting.
parent.
What
Exactly, bro. The same thing they did. The same
what
thing they
parent would
did.
sit up there and do this to their son and then get mad when
Do
people
what to their
call your
son?
son out?
Okay,
You put your
what did he
son
do
on
to
the
the son?
pedestal for what?
Why
You know
wouldn't
how?
you,
Let me
bro? So
say
what, he
this.
supposed to get up there and
Let me
belittle
say
his
this.
son?
Let me say this with
Is he
LeVar
supposed to
Ball.
belittle his son?
Hold on. LeVar Ball. LeVar Ball put his sons on the pedestal, but he also kept it real about his son. He said LaMelo
No,
ain't
he
gonna win
didn't.
shit. Yes, he did. This is recorded. Pull this
He
clip on
didn't
YouTube.
talk about.
He
He said
said,
all his
yes, he did.
sons. Which
No,
son
he
did
Hold
that
talked
on,
right?
shit
Doc.
about
Which son did
LaMelo
that
LeVar will
Ball.
with
never win
LeVar
by
That's
Ball
what the
himself.
did
fuck I'm
say that
talking
Lonzo.
about.
him? Bro,
He
he
kept it
never
real
belittled
about
none of
his
his
LeVar
son.
sons.
did say that
Bro,
Yes,
he
he
Lonzo
said
was
did.
all his
better than
sons
Derrick
going to the
Rose.
Bro,
Lakers.
this is
He said,
recorded. That's what I'm saying. You
bro,
all be
the man's,
lying, bro.
bro, we
LeVar Ball
heard
said
you.
this
Okay.
on live
Hey,
TV, and he
Let's,
but think
said my
about
we
this
son
way,
heard
ain't
guys.
you,
gonna
Think
bro.
win
about this
We
shit,
way.
heard
bro.
you. We
Hold on, hold
heard
on. Think
you.
about this way.
He
When has
also
any
said that all
father,
his sons. Go ahead. Go
when
ahead. Go
has
ahead, Max.
any
Go ahead.
legendary father ever done what LeBron's done? There are in many sports, in countless sports, at countless eras, there's legendary fathers, and then their kids get in the same sport or similar field, and they get criticized no matter what it is. Even actors, musicians, anybody, dog. There's never been no one that did the shit LeBron did, dog. Because most of the time the son is not as good as the dad. Dion ain't did it for his
Exactly.
kids. None of these motherfuckers have done it for their
LeBron
kids,
is a
bro. Kenya Martin
bitch.
ain't do it
He's
for
a
their kids.
fucking
Michael
Ricky
bitch.
ain't do it
Jordan.
for his kids.
Oh,
Barry
bitch
Bonds
ass
ain't do it. None of
LeBron.
these motherfuckers have done
I'm
it.
I'm gonna pick on shit. I'm gonna pick on Stephen A. But
Well, let
man,
me.
Skip been talking
Well,
cash shit
ain't
about your
nobody
bitch
picking.
ass,
Don't
but
But
make.
you
but
ain't
one
did
one
shit.
thing
But
I'm
wait,
gonna
don't
say,
you
And
can't make
Skip
when
be
Stephen
on
A.
the
when a
Smith.
person
sidelines.
said
Skip be on
when
them
a person said it
sidelines.
hasn't been
At them
done,
games,
it has been
LeBron
done
bitch
in the
ass don't say
NFL. It
shit.
has been done in the NBA. It has been done in acting in Hollywood. It
Baseball.
has been done.
You'll see,
All them white
It
boys
has
keep
been
talking
done.
cash shit
It
about
has been
LeBron.
done.
bro.
His
And
bitch ass don't say
the reason
shit.
why is so much critique in this because you got a black father now. That's what y'all don't realize.
And,
When you got a
and Ken
straight up
Griffey
black father
Jr.
doing this and another black man, me personally, I don't have really
Ken,
nothing to say because I critique a motherfucker to death. You know, but in a situation like this when it's time to fall back. Because if I was in a position and my son can halfway play Hannibal, I'm gonna put him in a position to all the way. I'm gonna see what he capable of. LeBron ain't did nothing. This motherfucker did with the motherfucking what the dude name used to be playing with the Redskins. He put his whole sons in position to coach. The fuck is we talking about? Same thing with the
I'm
actor.
not even talking
You
about putting
forgot
your
about
son in
Connor,
position, bro.
the man, the
I'm
heat of the
saying
night
let your
had his
son
crackhead son
defend
on the
himself.
man. It's been done,
Let your
bro.
son
no, he
defend
don't,
himself.
It has
bro.
been done, and it's gonna
Bro, this
And,
baby
continue to
about
be
to
You
done.
win,
wanna
man.
you
To
wanna
every
pick you wanna
dude,
pick
to
and
every
choose
man
your
that loves
battles.
their father, we can get mad and sit here and argue at each other. But to every man that has a son, I got a son now. I will put it. I will strike any motherfucker down and put him in position. But I'm gonna tell him the position he gonna have to earn, not just get here and just cause you here just to piss on it. Nah, you don't never know what the one-on-one session he doing with his sons behind closed doors. Man got billions of dollars,
It
bro.
ain't working because the son trash.
Hey,
His
well,
it's
son
working.
trash, bro.
it
That
don't
shit
It's
was
working.
matter.
He
that was
learning a
just
little
weak
It
fast.
as
don't
hell
matter.
to
He can be
you gonna
trash,
It
but
don't
he still
matter.
say
can stay his
Stephen A.
son
Hold on,
trash.
Smith.
hold on,
That
hold
shit
on, hold on.
was weak
It's
as
It
probably
don't
How is
fuck,
his
better.
bro.
matter.
son
What
trash though?
you
How is
think?
his
That
son
shit
Why
was
could
trash?
your
weak as
son
fuck,
probably
bro.
sit by and say, "Damn, Dad, why you ain't did that
It,
for me?"
but wait, it don't
Because
matter.
his
Y'all done
son
fell for it.
suck.
But wait,
Oh no,
time
I
out.
would have
Y'all done
been
Because
fell
his
his
for
son.
it.
son
He not wrong for
suck.
doing
Y'all
it.
fell for it.
Your
Y'all fell
son
for it.
suck.
Yeah, we heard you, Hannibal. It don't matter. Y'all fell for it because Stephen A. Smith keeps spinning the narrative. The other day, he talking about if LeBron would have hit him. Like, where that came from? He keep deflecting bullshit on people.
Hey,
Like,
let's talk
LeBron
about
ain't
that,
jump up and
dog. Why
try.
is Stephen
Wait,
A.
hold
Smith
up.
talking about he throw
LeBron
hands?
ain't. Yeah, like LeBron ain't run up on him trying to hit him. Like he keep interjecting bullshit and y'all keep falling for it. Then he went from that to talking about
I'm not even
Kobe's funeral and
defending
all this bullshit.
I'm not
No,
defending
no,
Stephen A. on
no.
that point.
I'm telling you, he interjecting shit and y'all falling for it. Shit nobody's talking about to get his name out there. That ain't got none. None of this stuff has nothing to do with Bronny playing basketball. And that's the problem with Stephen A. Smith and the people like him, like the Skip Baylesses. They always do this bullshit. They go from the stupid nicknames where they want to rename a grown ass man some stupid ass nickname, so they completely deflect you and they throw these little cheap ass shots and they hide their hand like they victims all the time.
I
That's the
agree
problem
with you
with
on
these
that one
guys.
because he should never call Russell Westbrook. I agree with you on that one.
No, but he
Not
is
to
Russell
mention the
Westbrook.
Kobe
That motherfucker
stuff.
don't be hitting shit. He be bricking.
Nah,
So
nah, he was
But
a
as journalists, you can't do that.
let's
You
not
can't do
forget.
that as a
Let's
Skip
not forget.
journalist.
Bayless. No,
Nicknames are
Skip
given.
Bayless was
Nicknames are
wilding.
given, whether you like it or
Not a
not.
journalist.
Yeah, but
You can't
nah,
do that as a
Skip Bayless
journalist.
was really wilding up. Like he made it a point every morning to embarrass Russell Westbrook. Now, if you pointed
Chris,
out a few times, all right, cool. This was every morning. We watched this shit live on TV worldwide. Every time the Lakers had a game, look at Russell Westbrook. I said, God damn, dude, let it go, bro. We
he
get it
did it
at
while
this
the man
point.
was getting a triple double. How he a West Brick when he said that
Be-
shit while the man
because he
averaging a
still
triple
bricks it,
double.
even with a triple double,
Averaging a
bro.
triple double, bro. Averaging a triple double. So who the
That's
fuck else
throughout the whole
breaking a
game.
triple
But when the
double?
game's on the
Okay,
line,
cool.
Russell Westbrook
All right,
ain't the one
cool.
you want to take the shot.
Max. All right, last decade, who averaged a triple double? I'll wait. Tell me who else since he bricking so bad. But see, that's the shit that I'm talking about. That's the shit that they do
Okay,
that
but
turns
look,
people
averaging a
off.
triple double has nothing to do with you being a shooter. Russell Westbrook is not a shooter. A brick
But
is a shot
even
that does not go in.
Bro,
Russell
you
Westbrook is
don't
let me
that
bring
type of
up
average
player,
another
just
can
point.
get to the lane,
Let,
can dunk, but he's not a
no that
shooter. He's,
it don't matter,
let me
Max. He can't be West Brick. Like he's averaging a triple
a
double.
triple
That
double.
don't make sense, bro. That's
but what was
It
his
crazy.
don't.
efficiency?
But let me bring up a point. It's another thing about what he's saying about Skip Bayless. Remember, Shaq was making a point to embarrass JaVale McGee every time they was on TNT. You at some point you just gotta
And Dwight
just
Howard.
leave it alone. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Just leave. We see the goofy stuff, but you don't make it every time you get on TV, Shaq in the fool, and then you put this man as the mascot. At some point, the person gonna be like, dude, I need to see you. Because why the fuck you keep doing this shit? That's not funny at this point. So he's right.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
People
okay,
do this
but
shit.
at the same time, these motherfuckers shows that have a career where they perform in front of millions of people around the world on a regular basis. To sit there and think that everyone has to not only say nice things about you and never say anything bad is bullshit. It don't matter if people say the
No,
worst thing.
hold on. I agree with
we
you
never
because
said
this
that,
is what I'm
Max.
saying.
We
Yeah,
never
right.
said
This is
that.
what
We
I'm
say the
saying about
Okay,
disrespectful
so
stuff
if
they
you
other
keep
doing.
people.
having things worth critiquing and criticizing, win a fucking
West
championship and then maybe don't say
West
shit.
Brick, no, West Brick. First of all, everybody don't win no championship. There's a lot of great players that never won a championship. And to call somebody
Right.
West Brick in the middle of
And
them
all those
having
players
a
still
triple
get
double is
talked about,
crazy.
bro. Charles Barkley still gets talked about. Karl Malone, John
Right.
Stockton still
Where's the
get
name?
talked about.
Okay. When did somebody
But
nickname Charles
it's
Barkley,
a
Reggie Miller? When did they nickname
right.
these guys in the middle of their career? When
It's a
they're the
thing.
top
It's a
five of the, when did
respect
that happen,
thing.
bro?
You gotta
That's
Right.
not normal,
We're
bro. That's
now
Because we
this
stupid.
is the
don't
social media age though, so the shit spreads
but
faster than
listen,
it used to.
with Charles
Nah, but they
Barkley,
do it with certain
we make
players.
right with Charles Barkley, we make fun of him. We don't disrespect him. When you call somebody Russell Westbrook, and then you influencing the world to disrespect him, because you gotta understand he was getting disrespected at the Laker games because of skill. Y'all forgot about that,
Okay,
and they was
motherfuckers
threatening his
disrespect D
family.
Wade too because of the weird gay shit he did with him and his kid, dog. So it don't matter. You put your life out there to the public, then it's up for critique. You're no longer a private citizen. You don't have that option of, oh, this person hurt my feelings and said some things. You have the right to respond, which LeBron did. I don't respect the way he did because like it could have been happening behind closed doors, but he also has the right to do it face to face. I ain't tripping on that. But I'm just saying the reason why he did it was because someone critiqued his son. You put your son in that position. You knew your son was no good. He wasn't good in college. He wasn't even like, you know what I mean? Like he didn't do nothing at USC. Like he been not good, but hey, as a father, you
But
got a
that's
way to
not
get him in, get him in. Like I'm not mad at that.
But Max, that's not why they criticized him, bro. If it was just because of him criticizing, he would came out full gate telling people not to say shit about him. This man literally did a whole thing saying, LeBron, stop this. I'm petitioning you as a father. Stop this. That ain't got shit to do with Bronny playing. Nothing. Like, that's just this narrative that Stephen A. has spun. He be all out of pocket all the time, bro. Him and a lot of these cats, Shaq do it, Chuck do it. They all do that crap, man. It's disgusting. Because all them cats is thin-skinned and they wouldn't be able to take it.
That's
We
their
see how
job
Shaq
now,
is.
though. That's their job.
We know how
Go
thin-skinned
viral.
Shaq is. We know how thin-skinned Shaq is now, and he was when he was playing. Same thing with Chuck. Same thing with Stephen A. Well, he can't even let this LeBron shit go. He got to have the last word all the goddamn time.
Well, kind of, because LeBron did go on a podcast and started saying that Stephen A. Smith is on a Taylor Swift run and blah, blah, blah. And then that's when Stephen responded with the newest shit that he responded to. So I get they're having their back and forth. I mean, I think it's just setting up for a great podcast or interview if they ever get the chance to sit down and actually talk about it. And that shit's going to go viral, break records. That's going to be like the Cat Williams, Shannon Sharp interview.
Nah, bro, everything ain't set up for a play. I don't think the man respect him. That's why he went on that show. Because he know how he don't fuck with Pat
LeBron don't
McAfee.
respect anybody that don't think he's the greatest. So that's
I don't know about that, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
What the fuck? Yeah.
That's a good point from
My
Combo. He
bad.
said his son a grown
My
man.
bad.
Let that boy be a man.
My bad. Y'all heard my background. I'm at work, but I'm gonna say this before I get off. Right? LeBron went on Pat McAfee's show. That was weird. The man disrespected Brian Windhurst. Brian Windhurst never disrespected him. Always held him down. Always said positive things about him. LeBron self-destructing. He's showing the world that he's a piece of shit, man. That's all I got to say about that. And he should have turned down Pat McAfee's show and went on Draymond or Shannon Sharp's show. Wait, this dude, he always talk this bullshit about he's pro-black, he's for the people, but never do shit for people like that. This dude's a
When he
fucking
said he was
fraud.
pro-black? When he said he was pro-black? Who said, when he said that? I ain't never heard that.
Hold on. Black Lives Matter? Remember he was petitioning like he just
Did he
to
say
the
he was
people?
black?
Yes,
When
he
he say he's
was
pro-black?
supporting that shit. This was during
No.
the bubble.
When,
This
okay,
is during
when did,
the bubble.
I heard
Is
you. When
Black
did he say he was
Lives
pro-black?
Matter? Is Black
That's not
Lives
pro-black.
Matter a pro-black
That's not
movement?
pro-black.
That's how
No,
they
it
was
wasn't.
pushing it. But that's how they was pushing it.
When did he say he's pro-black? That's your stance on
That's
some
how.
pro-black
No,
stuff,
this
bro?
not my stance. This is how he was pushing himself.
Who was pushing it?
LeBron. He was
He
the
ran
main
big.
one in the bubble. Doing this
So he
Black
ran
Lives Matter
BLM?
shit. Yes, it doesn't matter. I say he was the one that was the face of
Yeah,
it in the
he did
NBA.
say that black people are being hunted every day and
So
shit.
he was the only
Thank
one.
you.
So he was
See
the only
this.
one
Hey,
on it.
Max, come on.
No, so he
Let me
was the only
finish.
one on it, bro. So
I'm
all
about
the
to get
dudes that
off
was on
because
this
I'm at
pro-black,
work.
because you ain't making no sense,
Listen,
bro. You're not
I
making no
am making
sense.
sense. I am making sense. The man, every time a little situation happen, he be the first one to speak about it, right? I know I'm not lying. We can pull up the tweets. We can pull up the videos. If you got people in the NBA and just in the media, period, and they black and they support you and they always got your back, it would just make sense to go to their platforms instead of going to Pat McAfee platform. For what? Shannon Sharp could have went viral 2 times already if he would have just went on his platform. You gotta help
He
your
went,
other people.
who said that, bro? You said that. I
Listen to
heard
what
you.
I'm
You
saying.
said
Okay,
that.
so
You
he
said he
should have did
pro-black.
that. The
He
man
never
that
said he was
yes, he
pro-black, bro.
did.
You keep saying that. When? When did he say he pro-black?
Max. Am
I
I
don't
just
think
saying some?
LeBron has ever said that he's pro-black, but
He
his
never
actions
said that, bro.
show
You just literally made that up, bro. He
that
never
shit.
said that.
The things he
He just,
supports and chooses to retweet and share and stances he takes seems to lead toward that, but he has never said out of his mouth that
he's
he's a
never, even in school ain't for all black people. He got all kind of kids going to those schools that he got, bro. So I don't know where you get that from. Ain't none of these athletes act like they pro-black. So like just to sit up here and say he's supposed to go on all black channels, ain't none of these dudes rocking like that. None of them. Not one.
Plus, if you think about it, a lot of his biggest criticizers have been black. Like
Exactly.
JJ Redick sucked his dick. That's why he got the opportunity he got. JJ Redick's all
No, that's facts about JJ Redick. That was diabolical too. But whatever on that point. Again, he should have just went to Shannon Sharp. I didn't see the purpose of
see,
you going
He
on.
went
it just shows how
because
much
he went
power
in
LeBron
ESPN.
truly has.
Yeah, he went right in
Like,
ESPN on that and their stuff
he
and
got his
talked shit about the
podcast
dude. He couldn't did
co-host
nothing.
to be his fucking coach. He got his
Yeah,
podcast co-host to be his coach. He got
exactly.
his son on his team, right? He got the organization to
So do
draft
the
his son with
same.
that
So do
last
the
pick.
same for Shannon
Not mad
Sharp.
at
With
it.
Shannon Sharp
But
standing
then
up
you
for
want to
you
act
though.
like you didn't know AD was getting traded? You want to act like you didn't know that? LeBron knew AD was getting traded, nigga.
This is
He
my
might have
point
known,
about
but I mean, what
LeBron. This
difference
is
do
my
it
point
make? I
about
mean, all the,
LeBron.
but he's not
He
the only
should have went
player
to
that moves
Shannon. He
players.
should have went to Shannon Sharp podcast, man. And then
Why?
you go on these
What's the
white boys
difference?
podcast because
He's
Shannon
never
Sharp
been
is the one
pro-black,
that's.
bro.
Yeah, Shannon Sharp suck his dick too, so.
That's what
Bro,
I'm
he's never
getting
said he's
at. This is
pro-black.
what Max, this is what I'm
He's
getting
never said he's
at.
pro-black, bro. You're
Shannon,
making up stuff,
okay, I
bro.
don't give a fuck about the
But
pro-black
Hannibal, I don't
thing.
know if I agree with
Why you
that.
keep
I don't
talking
think that
Shannon
he should
Sharp,
pick.
bro?
I don't think
He
he
went
should
where he
pick on
wanted to
who he
go.
discusses shit with just based on skin color, because that's crazy.
Exactly.
Like, just
He went
wherever
where he
feels
wanted to
comfortable
go.
speaking, wherever. But I think
Yeah.
that this is part of the thing that'll kill his legacy, because the thing about him and Jordan, like Jordan famously didn't speak out as much, right? And some people feel he should have, but in the end, he didn't. And this is where he's at, where he's not polarizing like that. LeBron has put his foot in his mouth so many times because he wants to be vocal, he wants to speak out on shit, and then later he ends up looking stupid, just like right now.
That's the point that I'm making. LeBron was on that type of time. I don't care if he didn't say he was pro-black out of his mouth. He was on that type
He's
of
not
time when the
pro-black, bro.
situations was coming up. So this is what
He's
I'm
not.
saying. Shannon Sharp has been on TV for the past 5 years, dick sucking LeBron James like crazy. You just couldn't say, hey, let me give this favor to you. I'm gonna jump on your podcast. I don't care about Pat McAfee. Who is Pat McAfee? I can make anybody great. So I'm gonna make you great. And then you get on Pat McAfee and then you talk cash shit about Brian Windhurst. Brian Windhurst ain't never said shit about you. That man always uplifted you, and you gonna call this man a weirdo? Y'all don't see nothing wrong with that though. That's crazy as hell. This dude LeBron is a phony bitch.
But
He's a
that's where I
phony
see.
bitch.
That's where I see the
But how do you know what
hypocrisy.
Brian Windhorst said? Yeah, but how do you know what Brian
Bro,
Windhorst said behind the
everybody,
scenes?
bro,
Yo, time out.
Brian,
How do you know?
everybody know that Brian
Everybody don't know
Windhurst been.
nothing.
Yes, they do, because it's already
Do you
everybody
know?
spoke on it.
No.
Everybody said, "Damn, why would you attack Brian Windhurst? He's been covering you since you was a teenager. He
Who
always had your
cares,
back."
bro? You don't
Then
listen.
you
First
come
of
out
all,
the
just
blue
because
and just call this man a fucking weirdo. So listen, a
he
year from
acting
now,
like
I want to
first of
hear.
all,
I want to hear something
because he
about
says
Brian
favorable
Windhurst
stuff,
saying something big.
that's not
If
true.
he didn't say
He
nothing
can
bad
say,
about LeBron
if
foul
it
as
ain't
fuck for
true.
humiliating him.
Okay, so if it's not true and it's good for me, I'm just not supposed to say nothing because it's good for me. If he lying, he lying. I don't know what he lying about. He didn't say
Okay,
specifically he lied about
this
this and
is the
that.
hypocrisy.
That's his.
This is
Hey,
the
Max. Let me say this.
the
Man, you
hypocrisy is
cool,
LeBron
right?
gets to say whatever he wants about anybody, but as soon as someone says something about
Exactly.
him, he want to cry. No,
Bro,
Hey, Max, let's say
just
me and you
because,
cool,
and
and then
you
I tell Kyle
guys
you a
are talking about
weirdo, and I
time.
know you didn't do shit to me. How would you look at me at this point?
But look how crazy you guys sound saying that LeBron can't take criticism, but you don't want him criticizing the journalists. Ain't that
no,
hypocritical right
I
there?
don't mind. I don't mind him criticizing
Okay, then
journalists.
it's fair game. That's what I'm saying. He's saying that,
But my
man, what he
issue
said
is
is
when
not
he cries
true.
about journalists criticizing him. Like, that's what I'm saying. It needs to go both ways. I've never had a problem with
Exactly.
LeBron speaking out, even when I don't agree with him, because that is his right to do so. It's your American right, freedom of speech. If you choose you want to speak up on some shit or not speak up on some shit, because there's some shit he should have spoke up on that he didn't. All that China shit with the Rockets, all that bullshit, right? We know why he didn't, because Nike, he got the contract, whatever. But
He
I
didn't
don't,
speak about
even
why
if I don't
dude
agree
said
with
he was
him,
on that
I think I
steroids.
support his right to speak out and say whatever he wants, even if I feel he's totally wrong about it. But at the same time, he shouldn't try to silence people or try to, or even if he wants to. But when people bring the
That's
criticism
my
his
main
way, he got to
point.
take it the same way he gives it.
That's my main point.
And
You
with him
can't.
being a polarizing figure, he is the biggest basketball star of this generation. It's gonna come from every angle, bro. Like people are gonna love you or hate you, just like they loved or hated Jordan. There's people to this day that will never say Jordan's a GOAT because they just always hated him. Knicks fans and maybe Bird fans and Magic fans or LeBron fans, they'll never say that shit. That's okay. But like everyone has a right to speak out, bro. So people say your son's trash, people say you're a crybaby, people say you're soft, or you created super teams, or whatever the case, you gotta just take that shit on the chin.
That's been my whole point. Just take it on
You
the
can
chin.
respond. He can respond still. If motherfuckers say,
Yeah,
"Hey,
and
LeBron, you're soft," he
respond.
can respond and be like, "Fuck you, bitch. I ain't soft. You soft. Cool." If motherfuckers say, "Oh, you created super teams to get championships. It wasn't really you didn't really put the team on your back." Oh well, nigga, kiss the ring. Like he could respond however the fuck you want. I ain't tripping. But don't sit here and start crying like you're a fucking victim because people choose to talk about a profession that you chose to get into. You got a
And you chose to
lifetime
put
billion
your
dollar
son
contract
in.
and you still crying, dog.
And that's my whole point about this
You're not a
dude.
victim.
I'm not defending him,
Yeah, but
and I'm not even
he's not a
attacking
victim,
this
bro.
dude. I'm
But
not
like
even
you guys are
attacking this
holding, but
dude.
look, the whole problem with the whole argument is like we putting a higher burden or a higher status on him than Stephen A. Smith and all these other journalists just saying shit
But
constantly that's not
LeBron
fucking
asked
true.
for it
That's
though.
having no, he didn't ask for that, bro. He didn't ask for you to just be making up shit. He didn't ask for you to be reporting shit like you know some shit that you don't fucking know. Nobody asked for that. And then when it's brought out that it's wrong, you don't go on the air and say it. You put out some lame ass tweet knowing you fucking dead ass wrong because you done got caught in your fucking lie. That
Did
happens too
Brian
many times.
Windhurst ask to be called a weirdo?
No, we didn't have to be called a
My
weirdo.
point exactly. So
That
it goes
come,
both ways. It goes both ways. That's all I'm saying. Like I said, I'm not
of
attacking or
course.
defending him, but LeBron needs to be like, man, just hold your nuts, LeBron. At this point, stand on your shit. Stop acting like people is really coming at you sideways when you doing the same shit everybody else doing. That's all I'm saying. If they making it up or not, stand on your shit, LeBron.
I mean, can say what you want about Stephen A. Smith, but I mean, I would say ever since he's been getting this bag this past couple of years, and he kind of went on his like, because he did get fired from ESPN, right? He got let go. He came back. He made a name for himself. So now he's kind of more of an independent contractor, even though he does have a contract with him. But everyone knows if he stops working at ESPN today, he's still Stephen A. Smith. He's finally gotten to that point. Ever since then, he's become a lot more. He talks a lot more. He lets his opinion be known a lot more. And from what I've seen, when motherfuckers got smoke for him, he does pull up. And I'm not talking about to fight or nothing, but he is not
But he
afraid
do
of
pull
tough
up.
conversation. He is
Yeah,
not afraid
he's
of
not
sitting on
afraid
him.
of that
He went to Gil's
conversation.
Arena. He sat down with Skid. He sat down with everybody that's ever had the issue that was
And
willing to
he's
sit
he's
down with
he's
him.
bigger than Gil's Arena and went on there. He didn't go to Pat McAfee, but I'll rest my case on that one.
Well, y'all forgetting that whole Kyrie saga where he campaigned that whole thing with Kyrie that he didn't want to get the jab,
A-
that he should have been not
Actually,
playing.
and he wrong for
That
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 too.
was a bunch of foolishness.
Yeah,
Like he
yeah,
campaigned
yeah.
a lot of idiotic, stupid stuff
But
that he
LeBron
put
said some
himself in
shit
the
about
middle of.
Kyrie too. LeBron said some shit about Kyrie
And
too
he
during that
wrong
job.
about it. Like I'm
Okay,
not gonna
so
hold
that's what I'm
nobody feet.
saying.
Yeah, he wrong. He's not. Look, the problem is like we as fans want access. We finally getting this guy to say something. All the guys who were even anywhere close to where this guy is, no matter what we think about him, they say nothing. Kobe, Jordan, Bird, Magic, you don't have the candor. So you finally get it, and people still criticizing. Like fans got to figure out what they want. Like, do they want the access or they don't want the access? Because when you find
But
out you got the access, you figure out what it is, what you're dealing with, and you got to
but
make a
Pittsburgh.
decision. Do you like the person or do you like what you're seeing on the court? Can you separate the two?
But Pittsburgh T, how can you say LeBron was wrong in that matter when he was a team player? Can a team player critique his other team player? I think he can, though. My opinion. I
That's a good
believe he
point. You're
entitled to
right.
critique his opinion, so LeBron wasn't wrong. It's just like LeBron called Shaq, man, you acting fat and sorry, bro. You got to motivate. How you motivate your teammate, bro? He played with this man.
I mean,
You
I
just
think
think
some
that's
of
true?
that shit is a hindsight shit because I'll say this: we know what we know now about the COVID shit, but in the middle of that shit, it was polarizing. There were people that there's fine people on both sides. but people believe in two
Technology.
different
It
things. You know what I'm
just like
saying?
Pittsburgh
Some
Steelers
people really
saying
believe we're going to die, and you
when we
absolutely needed that vaccine to save yourself. And obviously, we know better now, but at the time, you couldn't tell nobody nothing. Like some people believe that what we know now, like, nah, you don't need that shit. But there was people who were losing family members who were like, yo, you need to get the
because the shit
vaccination, you need
was
to get the
killing
vaccine.
people,
So if you
and it was
spoke out
people with
against
common
it,
sense. What the fuck is this
people had
shit?
criticism. But that's
I was
okay.
one of with a lot of criticism because I was hell
Well,
fuck.
I mean, but that's where Stephen A. come in because he got the loudest mic and he kept constantly attacking Kyrie. He kept at him all the time with that foolishness, and he would not let that shit go. Kept going at it to where it started costing this man millions of dollars behind that stupid stuff. He lost
Okay, but
endorsements. He lost money on
what
the court, all behind his beliefs of what this man should personally do with his health. That's fucking
But
crazy. He
what
never
has the
apologized for
internet shown
that.
you recently? Kyrie could have spoke up the same way though. Like certain people
No, he
choose to take a
can't.
different route. Kyrie's
No, he can't.
non-confrontational for the most part. Dude,
No,
if
but
Kyrie started a podcast today, it would be one of the biggest podcasts ever. If any superstar starts something today, because you got non-superstars doing very well for themselves. Paul George, Jeff T, not Lamar Odom, Quentin Richardson, Darius Miles. You got all these ex-players that have very successful platforms just because people want to hear from them, but not a superstar yet. You ain't got a LeBron, you ain't got a Giannis, you ain't got someone that's really an international superstar. They have a mic too. They have a
but
mic too. Kyrie can
Max,
speak up anytime he wants.
you got to remember, everybody isn't gifted enough to communicate like that, bro. Just because you're gifted, talented physically to be able to do whatever you can do on the court or off the field or with the ball or whatever, that doesn't mean that you're able to communicate like that. Like so, those
But it
guys who are
also means
talking
maybe
every
they just
day,
don't want to. Maybe it's just
but
not in
they
their
might not
nature.
be
Maybe they
able
don't feel
to
the
though,
need
Max.
the need to.
Yeah, but they might not be able to. They might not be comfortable to. Like talking to
Bruh.
your friends and getting on the mic, talking to millions of people. That's not the same thing, bro. That's why those guys like Stephen A. Smith, Charles Barkley. That's why those guys get paid what they get paid. That is a skill. Everybody cannot do
Well,
that.
yeah, no,
So
a
those guys
mouthpiece
who
is a
can do
skill,
it,
but I'm saying to
yeah.
simply
So those guys
respond. You
who
don't
can
have to have
do
a
it,
show.
no. But Max, those guys who do that, they have a certain responsibility, knowing that they know they
Bruh.
know they have a skill
Anything
set. So
Kyrie has
they
ever said has gone viral. There's no excuse. The whole reason he got criticized is
no,
because
bro.
he
That doesn't
virally
mean
said the
he.
shit he said.
But Max, I can talk about politics. That don't mean I should be the president. That don't mean I should be the mayor. That don't mean I understand
I'm
shit
not
enough to
saying
be
that.
doing that.
What I'm
Like I
saying
can get on
is the
debate stage and
critique.
debate
What I'm saying is
somebody.
simply
No,
this. Simply this. The critique of Kyrie came from Kyrie speaking publicly about something, meaning that he first said what he said about the vaccine. Then people had a reaction and a criticism for it. He could have once again gone out there and said how he felt about their criticism. He obviously just didn't give a fuck. He probably
Now,
just
was it?
really don't care. I think we care more about how people treated Kyrie than Kyrie does himself. Because
or
Kyrie's
maybe
doing a
he
lot of
don't
shit on
talk
the
like
internet right
that.
now.
Yeah, but
Max,
maybe he don't.
that's a fact, Max, because I remember Kyrie was just quiet. He just didn't care. He was like, okay, y'all said, did what y'all did. I don't care. I'm still gonna get paid and play ball.
Yes, and
Yeah, but the
Kyrie
man
has
still
always
costs some
spoken up
money.
about anything he wants to. He spoke up about the criticism for the Amazon shit with the Jew shit. He spoke up about some of the criticism with the jab, and then afterwards he just stopped speaking. He spoke up about different black issues or whatever he felt were important to him. He spoke up about flat Earth. He speaks about shit he deems important to himself. I don't think he deems the chatty patty back and forth arguing with people online important to him. I don't think that's in his character of like this is what I want to
Well,
do and just
Stephen A.
have
Smith was
conflict.
online. Yeah, but Stephen A. Smith wasn't online, bro. He was going on ESPN beating that drum every day about the man don't need to be
And you
playing.
don't think
He don't need
Kyrie
to
could
be
have
on
called
any
ESPN
team.
and said, "Hey, I want to go up there
No, he
and
can't.
talk"?
No,
Yes, he can.
no. If he didn't want
You're
to,
crazy.
Max,
You
if
think
that's
ESPN's
not
gonna tell Kyrie he can't come
Max,
up?
if he didn't want
That's
to for
crazy.
whatever reason, if he didn't want to, he obviously didn't want to for whatever reason. I don't know what the reason is. He didn't want to.
I think
The
That's
Stephen
what
A.
I'm
point I'm
saying.
making is
I'm
that he
saying
had
that's
he
exactly
had
what I'm saying.
Stephen A.
Since we're
had,
agreeing,
but
he
I
didn't
think
the
want
Stephen
point
A.
I'm
to.
stopped
making.
Kyrie from coming up. Like that's his court. Like just like
Well,
Kyrie
I
can
don't know
stop
about
Stephen
that.
A. from coming into the ring.
He
No,
might
he
have.
can. He
He
can.
might have.
He had in that realm, in that arena. He is the Michael Jordan, right? So he has the power to say, "Look, I don't feel comfortable. Y'all guys are paying me this much. if you want him to come up here, I won't talk to him. He has authority to do that. I think he has
He
enough
might
pull
have.
to do that, right? The same way Kyrie has enough pull to, say, listen, I don't want him coming in the stadium. The owner gonna say, hey man, you can't come in tonight.
Well, I don't even think that matters. My point was that Stephen A. sitting up there taking money out of the guy's pocket because of his medical decision and doing that week after week after week. And even after the fact that New York had lifted the ban and they still were finding the guy, that was just crazy, man. Like, he gets himself involved in some stuff.
Did he really take did he really take the money out of his pocket, or he highlighted some issues that can possibly?
No, he said that man don't need to be playing on no NBA team, and he beat that no matter what the segment is, just like this LeBron stuff. He gonna have a segment on LeBron for now until they stop playing basketball. Because why? Because he created that drama, and he likes drama. He got to have some kind of drama to keep the buzz. So he kept that going for that entire year.
So this is just me playing devil's advocate. What's the difference between him saying that and a scout saying, hey, this guy wouldn't be good on this team, draft him later on or further down the road because of personality issues or personal issues or whatever? It's the same thing.
No, it's not. A scout talking to 1 or 2 GMs. This guy's talking to millions of people, including GMs, including the execs. He's talking to everybody, bro. He's not talking to 1 or 2 people. And he's doing it constantly, every day in and day out, on ESPN, on YouTube, on everybody's show that he on, over and over and over again. The scout gonna talk to him one time.
But the same way the scout got the microphone and can speak to who he had to his audience.
No, he don't.
So happen.
No, he don't.
You just said it. The scout talks to 1 or 2 GMs, right? That means that's his audience. So the scout gets to speak to his audience. The difference is he has a bigger audience. Cool. But they still have the right to make their own choice. Just like he have the right to make his own decision on, vaccination or non-vaccination. Like, he could have just said, look, I'm against it, or lied. Like, it's different routes he could have took. He could have took the route of saying nothing at all. Like, that's always an option. Just don't say nothing at all. And it's, you ain't got to, Aaron Rodgers it. You can just not say nothing.
They ain't take no money from Aaron Rodgers behind that. That's another great example. They ain't take no money from Aaron Rodgers from that.
That's what I'm saying.
And amongst other people that got up there and said some stuff.
Rodgers lost a lot of shit behind that shit, and still
the team didn't. The team didn't. The owner didn't say, "Hey, I'm not gonna pay you this week." Yeah, the team didn't say, "Hey," he might have lost some contracts with some sponsors, but the team didn't say, "Hey, I'm not paying you unless you take this shot." Never happened.
That's true. But that was like the controversy behind it, right? And a lot of people supported Kyrie for that.
But Aaron
like
Rodgers
that shouldn't have been done.
Also tried to lie his way through first, right? Remember, he tried with the fake paper.
Yeah,
they caught him lying. He lied about a lot of stuff. They caught him.
He said they lied about. He lied about it. Yeah, so he took a little different route. But what I'm saying is, you don't have to always be a martyr, right? That's not your. You no disrespect. You're a ball player. I'm not looking at you to be a scholar. I'm not looking at you to be a sacrificial lamb. Like, you forgot what happened. You like, come on. You see when he took a knee. You see when old boy took a knee. Now you can't even say his name. He can't. He lost probably the best years that would have been in his career.
Yeah, but that's a different. Yeah, but that's a whole.
It's still being a martyr. It's still.
But that's the choice to make, bro. It's your own personal choice to make.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
personal choice.
Yeah, that's a whole different thing, man.
So that's the choice that LeBron makes when he chooses to say the shit he says, and people have criticism.
Yeah, you can criticize whatever he says. That's cool. But what I'm saying is that Stephen A. purposely said
his son
shit
was better than half the NBA players, and now people say his son sucks.
Gonna say that.
Based on that.
Yeah, of course he's gonna say that.
So you can't get mad when people say your son sucks when you put him on a pedestal he was never on.
Okay, so did Stephen A. say? Did Stephen A. say that he criticized me saying that I can't criticize his son? No, nobody. He never said that, bro. That's just some internet stuff. He never ran up to Stephen A. and say, "Hey, don't say nothing about my son." Nobody ever said that.
Also, too, we forget Ron sent that tweet out before Bronny James got drafted. If I'm not mistaken, he did not send that tweet out when Bronny was in the league. He said that before Bronny got in the league. And this is why people was talking shit. Because your son is not in the league yet.
Bronny issue, the biggest thing about this for me is that Bronny's a grown ass man. He needs to go speak for
himself. And that's my
point. you are an athlete. Part of your job description is dealing with the media. You remember Marshawn? Hey, I'm just here so I don't get fined. Like that, you may not like that portion of it, but that's your portion of it that you have to deal with. You have the best. You have the best team around you. You can pull from your father's resources and use his PR team, and you can pull from his resources and use his nutritionist and everything else, his regimen. So there's no excuse. If you're playing bad, you're playing bad. If you got to get better, you got to get better. There's other people
Well,
who deserves this type of criticism, that deserves this type of attention. That's not fair because LeBron, he's getting this. He's not opening his mouth. Perfect example.
yeah,
I
but you,
remember when Holyfield's son was boxing, and he was real active, and after he had like a knockout in the second round, they pulled him to the side. They asked Holyfield, "What you think about your son's knockout?" He's like, he took too long. That he looked like trash. He took too long to even do that. That's what
Yep.
you're supposed to be getting. Your father's supposed to be your toughest critic. Your father's supposed to be not
you
running. Hey
remember?
man, why you say something about my
Just like
son?
No,
LeVar
bro.
Ball. What did LeVar Ball say
Wait a
about
minute. Y'all
LaMelo?
don't.
He
But
said
LeVar
LaMelo ain't
Ball
gonna
ain't on the
never
team
win
though.
shit.
Yeah, but LeVar Ball. First of all, LeVar Ball ain't on the team. At one point, he did say
It
all his
doesn't
kids was gonna be
matter.
like.
It
Yes, it
doesn't matter.
does.
We
Yes,
say
it
be
does.
a man.
He's
Your
not on the
son is
about
team,
a
this?
bro.
grown
He's not on the
man,
team.
bro.
Wait a minute. Time
What
out.
if Shane
You remember when
Mosley?
LeBron? You remember when
What if Shane?
LeBron came to Miami? Who was sitting up there doing all those press conferences with LeBron when he first came to Miami? It was
Oh,
Wade.
what?
Wade
That
was
has
sitting.
nothing
No,
to.
yes, it does. When LeBron came to Miami and he got all them lights on him and they was doing those press conferences, who was sitting there with him? Was it not Wade sitting there? So don't sit here and act
Yeah,
like
because
we ain't never
LeBron's not a
seen.
leader. Like, so what you guys are
Okay,
forgetting?
okay.
What did you guys are forgetting?
No.
Hold on. What are you guys
So
forgetting? Is that
Bronny a leader? So you proving my
he's
point. Bronny's not a
that's what I'm
leader.
saying. So
So
that's
the
but
guy
literally.
on the team, which was Wade,
hmm
took those questions, he
hmm
filtered it, and he did basically on-job media training on them. Remember when they lost to the Mavericks and LeBron was sitting up there with that stupid arm sling, playing crazy like he was hurt, and Wade was over there deflecting all of that shit. Like all of that stuff happened. We sat there and watched it. He was terrible with the media
And the
because
same
at some
thing was with
point,
Kobe and Shaq. Like, come on, he's
exactly,
developing,
they
right? But you still have to let that young man develop. You can't come and be daddy, jump in and try to save your
nah.
child, and then you're a grown man getting paid a job. Like, bruh, you're getting an income. You're getting paid to do this. I don't care how small it is, how large it is. You're paid to do this. You have to act like a professional, and this is not a good example of being a professional because the other players on that team or the other players in the league, they see this. So now what? We don't critique you because your dad. Actually, half the time you get better by people around you critiquing you, talking smack.
Well, who said not critique him though? That's again, that's some stuff Stephen A. Smith that like floated out there. He
Come on,
sat
you
there
know
and had the
everybody handles that
conversation.
man with white
No, but
gloves. You don't
wait,
fight it.
yeah, yeah, I get it. But look, Stephen A. Smith and all the nonsense he said, he never said LeBron came up and told me I can't criticize his son. If initially before it blew up, he said that was the man talking to me as a father. That's what he was talking to me at. Then when it got too big for him and he felt like he could capitalize on it, he tried to put a spin on it. He never said the man came up to me and said, "Don't say nothing about my son." Never said that. Even now and all this nonsense that he doing. So
You said
like
he,
that's
you
just
said
something
he
that's
came
floated
to
out
him and
there.
was like, you said he came to him and was like, hey, as a dad, don't he came to him as a father, bruh. I don't come talk to me about as a father. We ain't talking about his health. We ain't talking about him developing to be a better man. I'm
But
talking
you don't
about
know the
his
conversation
job.
they had though. Right. You
I
talking about
do
what Stephen A talking about, but you don't know he never said what LeBron came. See, you gotta look at the whole thing. You never know. He never said what LeBron came up here and said to him. He came out yesterday and said the man lied. He never said what he lied about. He brought up some funeral that he supposedly didn't attend that came out, he had to backtrack. Like, so you got to watch the art of deflection. Stephen A. Smith is a master of deflection and making you talk about a bunch of shit that ain't got nothing to do with what's actually going on. He's a master of that shit.
Stephen A. Smith is a New Yorker, right? And if you ever run into a New Yorker, they just doing a bunch of quick talking, saying nothing in circles. They loud, they flamboyant, they just different type of people. So I get that. But if you notice a lot, and you can't say that you ain't noticed that a lot of people when they talk about Bronny, it's like the ice cream compliment sandwich it. A little bit of good, the truth, and then a little bit good
Oh,
at the end of the day.
LeBron did tell him to stop talking about his son though when he saw it. at the game.
Probably in there. Yeah, it was in there. I'm not saying that. He never said. What I'm saying is he never specifically said what he said. That ain't probably what he ran up on him with initially. At some point, I'm pretty did say it got to that point when he got heated. What I'm saying is,
I mean, it wasn't that
Stephen
long
A.
of a
Smith.
conversation.
It was long enough that he didn't say what he said. He talked around it. He never told you what the man said. Even the day that he said, "Hey, LeBron told me this, that, and the third directly," and I quote, did he say any of that? Because he's smart enough to do that.
He said that. He said this, that LeBron told him to stop talking about his son.
No, he didn't, bro. He didn't.
Hold on. This the thing.
But the video's not online. You can read his lips.
Never said
Listen,
that,
I'm
bro.
gonna say this. I'm glad LeBron's sensitive bitch ass is doing this because you only helping independent media. So if the people that's connected to the NBA can't talk shit about you and your son, people who's not connected to them is gonna make their own content online or podcast or anything. Because a lot of people are tired of narratives. We want to hear the truth. We want to hear what we just saw 24 hours ago on that basketball court. Don't sit up here and tell me that Bronny James is good when you know, in all honesty, the man is trash.
And
He's
you know
only
what,
high
Hannibal?
school
I'm glad you
level.
brought up. I'm glad you
He's
brought up
only
narratives
high school
because
level.
I like the fact that Stephen A. Smith has more or less, not directly, but more or less came out and admitted that ESPN has been riding LeBron's dick for a long time.
And that's my point. This
He
is
came
my
out
point.
and said
He's
that shit
tired
more or
of it.
less without
Right.
saying it. He said how pretty much ESPN has always big up LeBron. He's never done no wrong. And that's why Stephen A. Smith said, "You're lucky I don't bring up all the other stuff that I know." Like
And then
LeBron probably got skeletons in his closet. You know what I'm saying? That
right,
you know what I'm
and
saying?
then LeBron
But
hides behind this because it's like, oh, they connected to the NBA. Me, you can't say nothing about me because I have a bigger platform than you. ESPN, Fox Sports Network, and all this stuff. People are getting tired of that. We don't want to hear lies all the time.
But you
What's the
So
lie,
let
Hannibal?
LeBron keep.
What's the
Hold
lie?
on.
What's the lie?
Let LeBron.
What's the lie?
Let me finish. Let me finish, dude. Because you defending LeBron because you don't like
No,
Stephen A.
I'm
Smith. I don't
asking.
like Stephen A.
No, I don't
Smith
like Stephen
either.
A. Smith, but I'm
When I
asking. That's something he
so when
said.
I'm
I still
saying
want to know what the lie is.
so what I'm saying with LeBron and these other people that's sensitive, you're opening up the door for independent content creators to really speak their mind, and people are going to gravitate to that because the ratings is going down for ESPN because people getting tired of hearing about LeBron this, LeBron that. We don't give a fuck. Talk about other teams. Talk about other sports too. So that's my point.
But what's the lie? You could say you did the Stephen A. Smith. There was a bunch of deflection. You never said what the man lied about because he didn't lie about anything, or you would have heard about it. It's just a bunch of stuff just thrown out there,
I
bro.
did not say
That's-
LeBron is lying. I'm talking about the sports media, the whole conglomerate. Don't tell me that
They talking about-
Bronny James is good when we know the man is trash. That's the lie that I'm talking about, bruh.
Who said he was good? The media been trashing him.
So
The ones that
so-
either the media don't talk about Bronny at all, like he just said, or they try to wait for him to have a halfway decent game and they say something. They haven't lied about Bronny. They're just, you could probably say they're not reporting on him. That's one thing, but you can't say they're lying for him. They're not doing that.
But can we just address how stupid you have to be or how ill calculated you have to be to try to press somebody out whose job is to talk shit every day? So now this man gets to go every day. He could go on every podcast, every show, and he could just
put the battery in his
every
back
day now. And you just gave him a reason to do it. So even if you're lying or telling the truth, it doesn't matter. Just you did that was not calculated. That was not calculated at all.
And that's why I say he was a coward for stepping up to Stephen A. Smith. That was a coward move. Because if you do that to Skip Bayless. Do that to the dude who said he was on steroids. This dude got on. I think what sports network that white boy got on and said, "Hey,
why would somebody be confronting Skip Bayless, bro?
LeBron still ain't saying nothing until this day."
But why would that be okay? First of all, why would it be a coward move for him to say something directly to Stephen A. Smith instead of tweeting it online? If he was stuck to a tweet, you'd have said, "Look at this coward ass dude." He could, and then Stephen A. would have jumped up and said, "I was at the game the other day. You could have said something to me. You could have said something to me. Your man got my number. You could have called me." That's what he would have did. So he walked directly up to him. So you can't call the man a coward. You could say it was emotional and it was bad, but a coward, no, you can't say that. It's not true.
No, I don't think it was cowardice.
I could say that it was foolish. And let's be honest, if you really had something to get off your chest, you could have caught him at the restaurant. You could have had somebody. Come on, like 50 Cent just had caught Joe Budden at a strip club. You mean you can't catch him at the gym? You can't catch him at the rehab? You can't call him? He's not a B-list celebrity.
It's not a coward move, but you do it in front of a million people to watch, so then they can start talking shit about it. You don't think that's a coward move?
Shit.
No, I think he got highly emotional, and it wasn't. I wouldn't have did it, but I don't know what I would have did. And then Stephen A. Smith did get on TV and say all that crazy shit. So you got to think every time Stephen A. opened his mouth, he talking to millions.
The only issue I have is, since LeBron did choose to publicly confront Stephen A. Smith, knew for a fact it was going to go viral. Obviously, you did it in the middle of a stadium where everyone can see. Then how do you then later go on a podcast and say, "Oh, Stephen A. Smith is going on a Taylor Swift run"? You knew that wasn't going to happen. You thought he was just not going to take advantage of the situation. You gave him the situation to take advantage of.
That's my whole point. That is my whole point. He could have just did this behind closed doors. Whatever, man. LeBron is the greatest.
Look, if LeBron would have confronted Stephen A. Smith on a phone call or behind closed doors privately, and then if Stephen A. Smith went out publicly and said, "Oh, guess who just called me? This motherfucker said this and said that," then you have every right and reason to be like, about Stephen A. Smith, because you tried to do it privately, he put it public. But you did it public. So he's going to run on with this. Everyone saw it. Everyone else is talking about it. So how can a person not involved in it talk about it?
He should have pulled that man to the side and had a man conversation if he was going to be on man time. Don't try to, you don't need to be around your friends and around your people to try to press somebody out. It's really an issue you want to get off your chest. Hey, let me talk to you. Hey, you here? Can you wait around? Hey, you know what? When the conversation was when you been feeling the energy, it should have been a phone call. Hey, listen, can we meet up face to face and have a conversation? Just you and I, whatever, right? Handle it that way. But once again,
but I agree with.
Hold on, Max. You got to give LeBron grace. He's been in this position before. Like, he's been pushed into this position before he had the opportunity to grow into this position. He's done this from he came in from high school. He didn't go through the things you have to learn to develop those skill sets, those other skill sets. Yeah, he can ball, but the leadership roles and stuff like that, he's been on the job training.
Yeah, no, and the thing I do agree with Stephen A. Smith when he said in that moment that he confronted him, he was a father. Let's not forget, Bronny was sitting right there. You know what I'm saying? So I think, like, yes, he did kind of put to the side that I'm LeBron, you're Stephen A. We're on national television. I think he just seen him, said, "This motherfucker's talking shit about my son." He saw him, took the opportunity to say what he had to say, and didn't really think about anything that was going to come after.
I would have been like, "Hey, Bronny, there goes Stephen A. Smith. Go speak your mind. I'm going to fall back. You man, handle your business."
That's true.
Come on, man. This dude, that's what I'm saying. This dude is in his 20s.
Bro,
he did not have to do 20, that, man.
Okay, so could you do it? Could you do it?
Your kids are babies forever, bro.
I would have yeah, babies, but I would have been like, "Listen, there goes Stephen A. Smith. Don't get aggressive. Go over there and talk to him. Let him know how you feel, but don't get aggressive. If he get aggressive with you, I got you. But I'm gonna fall back and let you handle this shit, because you need to learn how to handle shit on your own. I'm not gonna be here your whole life, bro."
Cool, but could you do it at 19 and 20? Could you do it? Could anybody up here do it at 19 and 20?
I think like
absolutely.
His father is right there. His father gave him direction. No, listen, bro, his father gave him direction.
You would have handled it, bro. That's his father.
That's how he's supposed to do, because he has to learn on his own.
No, that's not. When you have your kids. Like, bro, this is the problem.
Instinct's always gonna come in when it comes to my kids.
Listen, bro,
how old they are.
Like, it don't matter. And then this is what I'm saying. This is the problem with Stephen A. Smith. This is where he went wrong. You telling somebody how to parent, that's never gonna work, bro. Even if they're doing it completely wrong, everybody in the door here. When it's your kids, you're gonna see shit the way that you see it. You're gonna do it the way that you gonna do it. You're not gonna come ask me how to be a parent. You're gonna do it the way that you fucking want to do it. And just like when you go to them
Oh,
high
No,
school games and them kids
I
up there
agree
arguing and
with you.
screaming and jumping
Shit,
up
a
and
lot of
down
parents
with the
ain't saying
officials
what
and
it
the
was. Yeah.
coaches and all of that, they arguing with coaches and officials in high school games. They ain't even made it to college yet. So like that's not crazy for any of that to happen. Would I have done it? No, absolutely not. But I see how parents get with their fucking
Yeah, I'm
kids.
not mad at him for doing it. I'm more mad at how he handled the aftermath. That's it. I'm not mad at LeBron for speaking up at that point because I might have done the same, bro. Even if my daughter was 20, 21, if someone was talking shit about her and I happen to see that person, I'm like, hey, bro, stop talking shit about my daughter, bro. Keep your mouth shut, bro. Like even if I'm wrong, because I'm emotionally charged. It's my kid, and let's not forget his kid was almost dead a couple years ago.
You
You know what
making
I'm
it's,
saying?
it's
Let's
that's
not
a
forget
lot of
about that.
excuses, man. This is a lot of excuses for a grown man and a grown child that you should have been let the hands go and let the when I say let his hand go, meaning let him develop and go. You know what I'm saying? Like
Nah.
if you
Yeah,
hear me
let
out,
us spread his
hear me
wings.
out, hear me out. If you if you've been coddling your child and you've been in their corner or someone's been catering to them their whole life, you're gonna act that way because you feel as though they can't protect themselves. They can't do it for themselves. So you have to step in and do it. You don't have that. What he did, he
That's
showed that
all I'm saying.
he doesn't have that confidence in Bronny and to handle these situations accordingly. And when they
That
come
that
from these situations, that's not good. That's not good at all.
combo. I'm
What's
glad you
wrong with
brought that
that?
up. You
But combo,
you
if that's
articulated
true,
that very well.
yeah, but combo, if that's true, let's just go with what you said. He can't do it. I'm the parent. I know my child can't do it. Now, why would I send my child out to do something that I know they're not equipped to do it? I'm the parent.
Pittsburgh. It's called a
Like,
rite of
what's
But
wrong?
passage.
you
No,
It's
it's
a
that's
rite
not,
of
bro.
passage.
His
Yes,
son
it
didn't
is
fail,
because your
bro.
son
His
has to
son is
fail on
not a
his
fa-
own.
No,
It
he
doesn't
doesn't have to
matter.
fail,
It's called
bro.
a
His
rite of
son,
passage.
listen,
This is the
his
problem with
son.
a lot of people. We don't give
No,
children
it's
a rite
not,
of
bro.
passage.
He's
Yes, it
first
is.
of
You're
all,
supposed to give your child a rite
no,
of
you're
passage.
not supposed to set your kids up to
So we're
fail,
not
bro.
supposed
That's
to. That's
crazy.
not how you set him up to fail just to
If
go
you
talk to
know
a
he's not
grown
equipped to
man,
do it,
bro.
bro,
What
it
the
don't
fuck is you?
matter.
So
If I
Bronny would have
know,
failed if he would have just talked to Stephen A. Smith,
I
man
don't
to
know
man with no
that.
emotions. So why would
That's
you
not.
bring up
I
failure?
said
We're
if
not
I
talking
know as
about
a
that, bro.
father, I said if I know as a father,
This
my
nigga
child is
crazy,
not,
boy. All right.
bro. Yeah, because if I know as a father, my child can't do something, I'm going to step in. It don't matter how old people is, that their parents are still their fucking parents, bro. Like this idea that, oh, you just got to let them fail. First of all, Bronny ain't no failure. The dude is a millionaire. He in the NBA. So if that's failure, I hope my kids strive to be a fucking failure. Like even the language we use is crazy. Most people always step in for their kids. Some people, they start reeling the reins back a little bit less as their kids get older. They do less and less. But you're going to be there, protect your kids when you see fit. That's part of being a parent.
But part of being a parent is, and it's the hardest part of being a parent is when your child is going through those things that some things that only they can get through themselves. Only them. And I'm not trying to be drastic, right? But most of the time in our culture, we see those moments when a child is going through a prison sentence or a boot camp or not even going away to college. But even when you send your child off to college, you got to see them off and see them alone. When they go to boot camp and they got to go through that stuff with that drill sergeant, and I say you've been through the military before, you like, man, I can't go through this for you. I got to prepare you for this. You take that time, you mentally and you physically and emotionally prepare your child for these obstacles. And if your child is not prepared for them, and you show at that moment that you're not confident in your child's behavior, then you are now saying that one, you failed as a father in preparing that child for that mission. And it's not listen, some of these basketball sons out here snorting coke in the middle of the daytime. So if the worst you can say is, hey, my son's not prepared to deal with a level uh what you call it, A-level talk host, you know what I'm saying? That's cool. Stephen A. Smith, his job is to break down people that has had the media training, has had those skill sets. So if he's not prepared, he'll get there. Just like he's in the G League, he had to go to G League to get there. He got to go through these steps to get there. I think the best thing that could have happened is him saying nothing at all.
Yeah, I
That
mean,
was an
to
excellent
each their own.
breakdown. Excellent, yeah, it's an excellent breakdown. I mean, I'm not disagreeing with if you want to still speak up for your child when they pass 20, do that. That's your child. I'm just bringing up the fact like you got to give your child a rites of passage at some point in their life. That's all I'm saying. But we know it's a lot of parents. This is parents right now. They child is 40 years old, and they gonna speak up for their child. I can't say that's good or bad parenting, but do what you want to do. That's your child. But other people gonna look at it as, damn, your child weak as hell. Your child over 25, you still got to speak up for your child. What that say about you and your child?
Bro, that's what got Stephen A. in his problem, bro. That's the whole problem with Stephen A. Like, you can't even go sit at a high school. You can't even go sit at a high school football
It doesn't
game.
matter.
And
Everybody got
it
their
does matter.
opinion,
It does.
just like
It
he
does
got his
matter. And
opinion.
parents are going to. Right. But guess what people going to do?
But
You can
not
talk shit
everybody
about
was
most
raised
people
on
all you want
confrontation,
to.
bro.
Yeah. And most people, you can talk as much shit as you want to
It's
about them. They're
cultural.
going to be very protective about their kids, bro.
It's
Most
not
people
even
are. Now,
talking.
the way.
Matter of fact, it may not even be talking shit. It's just somebody's telling the truth, and you can't deal with it. So you mad and you want to play this? I'm the parent, and this is my child game.
And you right.
Exactly.
What I'm saying
It's
is
not
if
an
you go
opinion,
to
and
a
it
high
ain't
school,
talking shit.
bro, if you go to a high school game right now, either basketball or football, go talk about the number one quarterback or the wide receivers. Don't see if he got a fan duo over there with auntie and mom and them, and you go sit next to him and talk crazy about their son. Good luck to you. You see how well they receive that shit. That's normal. Now, the way that people react to
Bronny
parenting,
ain't
that's what
never
I'm
been a number
saying.
one nothing on none of his teams.
It don't matter. That's their kid, is what I'm saying, Max. Y'all good at deflecting, bro. You're not gonna be criticizing people kids like that and just
Yeah,
think
but he's not.
just because that's your. Go
But
ahead, bro.
I
Go ahead.
defended. I defended LeBron in that point of saying like when you're in father mode, Papa Bear come out. I'm not saying he's wrong or right. Everyone has different styles of how you do it. You know what I mean? My daughter about to be 16. I've coddled her most of her life, kept her away from certain things, especially confrontation in particular. As much as I talk shit on this internet and get into it, people, my daughter's never seen me argue with nobody except my ex, and that's one of the reasons why we broke up. Because she has never witnessed me in a confrontation to argue with people because I feel like that shit is destructive. Now, at the same time,
Daughter
she
16
also
makes
lacks the
you
skill to confront people sometimes. And when she does, sometimes it comes out very snarky and just bitchy, for lack of better words. So it's like it is a skill set to learn how to respectfully confront people. So it's a lot of people either don't do it or they overdo it. So it's like it's here or there. It's hit or miss.
This
I can't say
this
someone's
is
wrong or right.
this is rites of passage, right? Let me give you a perfect example of rites of passage for men. Boys becoming a man. When you meet your match and that person may beat you up, right? Your father would tell you, hey, you need to go back out there and you need to win that fight. And if you win that fight or whatever, all right, cool. Then your father will show you how to handle confrontations. Because it's not about fighting all the time, but and then run home to your daddy.
Now listen. That just
Yeah,
made me
yeah,
think
yeah.
of something. You can
That's
remember.
cool and all. That sound good. But Jalen Hurts' mama just soft pressed Nick Wright. Jalen Hurts' mama just soft pressed Nick Wright at the Super Bowl, dog. So like to
Mother.
Pittsburgh's point,
That's the mother,
whatever. Like it don't matter, bro. We talking
That's the
about
mother, though.
parents. Period.
That
Jalen Hurts, who's been in the
It's
league
different.
5 years, this is Bronny's rookie season. Jalen Hurts, who's been in the NFL for 5 years and heard all the BS everybody done said about him. His number one hater, Nick Wright, she walked up to him during the Super Bowl and addressed some of the things he done had to say about Jalen Hurts. Now, Nick was like, all right, I'm going to let it go. This is mama. But as it started going on, Nick Wright said, look, I don't think I've been unfair to your son. And when he said that, all the cousins and everybody started popping up and they soft pressed him. So it don't have nothing to do with their age, man. What makes it different and what makes it such a unique situation is LeBron and Bronny are both professional athletes and they are not above criticism. I think this has been a soft situation on both sides, from Stephen A's response to how LeBron handled it how LeBron handled it from get-go. Like you walk up and you soft press this man in front of everybody. You do it in front of everybody. You know everybody's watching. So you know you're not gonna get a reaction, or Stephen A is gonna overreact and it's gonna make it a bigger situation than what it already was. They have people have Stephen A's number, like Stephen A said, like Rich Paul, his people got my number. They could have called me if it was an issue. And the way LeBron acted afterwards, sitting up here giggling about it with Richard Jefferson on TV. Yeah. That's why I went off. It's like, look, Stephen A said, and this is what he said: as a father, you can stop this. You see your son out here getting abused. Don't be mad at me because now I gotta talk about your son out here getting abused. You could have stopped this at any point. You had a hand in him getting drafted. You can have a hand in him getting benched or getting relegated to the G League for the rest of the season. Stop trying to put this kid out here. I'm asking you, LeBron, as a father, you see your son getting beat up out here. Do something about it. He ain't ready.
So this is what I would say, because you both of you guys said the same thing. It hit a point where you said father and mother. See, he acted like a mother in that moment, and look what raised him, right? He's not going to act like a man.
He ain't have no daddy.
And handle it like a man. See, when Dion goes through that, you think he ain't been going through this with his boys? What did he say about
Absolutely
the one that plays defense? He said, okay, y'all think he gonna have to earn his spot, right? When Big Ball, when he said that about when they talked about his sons,
another one, yeah.
So they acted in the energy of a man, and then when they was talking to other men, they acted in the energy of a man. The issue what happened with here was LeBron didn't know how to handle it like a man. If this was,
I ain't going that far. I'm not doing that.
If it wasn't LeBron and it was, what's his wife's name? I don't want to be disrespectful, but if it was that young lady who did that, you'd be like, hey, look, I ain't got nothing to say. Because that's how she should have reacted. That's how you expect her to come at him like that, and you expect Stephen A to handle it in that same manner and being respectful, because that's a woman and she gonna have to say what she gonna say, and that's a mother. That's not a professional athlete.
Yeah, I agree with the mother part. Yeah.
That's a good point. That's a good point.
I ain't falling for the.
I agree.
I ain't falling for the because he didn't have a father in his life. We ain't doing that.
LeBron got female tendencies.
Yeah, because you can't dictate how people react, bro. I'm not gonna do that. Like nobody up here probably gonna do that, but parents do that. That's my point that I've been trying to make. Parents do that all day, every day. It's Friday. It's a basketball game happening tonight. It's going to be a fight tonight because somebody talked about somebody's son or daughter at a game somewhere. Somebody might get shot tonight behind that. Am I going to do that? No. What I'm saying is it happens. People react that way. When you're dealing with parents, that's part of it. The problem is this guy is on the team. Like the people we talking about, they're not playing or they're coaches. This guy's actually on the team with his son as a professional athlete. So that makes it a little bit strange, but we see this all the time. He's still a parent.
But I think the as a father thing is getting way overblown. I don't think him being a father, so to speak, I just think that was his excuse. I think LeBron had to sit there and watch. I've said this before. I think LeBron had to sit there and watch his son get abused out here in these games, and he couldn't take it. And it finally boiled over. I think that's what it is. I don't think it had anything to do with him being a father. I think that as a father thing, I think that's, like I said, I think that's getting way overblown. You saw your son get abused by Tyrese Maxey and you couldn't do nothing about it. And now you going at the first person you think said something out the way.
DJ, let me tell you what it was.
Let me tell you what it was. It was the fact that Stephen A. Smith told him before this shit, when they was talking about this shit, if you do this shit, this is gonna happen. And then exactly what Stephen A. Smith said was gonna happen, happened. I mean, the dude was the 55th pick. When in the history of niggerdom have we talked about the 55th pick in the draft? When?
Right.
We talked about some of them flourished after though. We ain't talking about them when they were.
No. I'm talking about from the time he was drafted to now.
That's what I'm saying.
Every
From the time
goddamn
drafted,
day,
we never did.
We talking about the 55th pick.
Right.
And he got obliterated in the press, as he should, because he wasn't
Isaiah
good enough.
Thomas probably the only one that's been worth the shit.
Who?
Isaiah Thomas.
Oh, the
Not
new
the Pittsburgh one, the other one.
That was after he started flourishing. Then we started talking about. So
exactly.
Yeah, not the one he got drafted.
Sheldon is right. Yeah, it's the name Sheldon, right? You're right.
So when he started getting obliterated, like my man DJ said, LeBron, who's always wore a goddamn skirt, been a bitch, act like nobody can't say nothing about him. When have you ever heard any of the all-time great basketball players say, I'm the greatest basketball player alive? Tell me one of them. Tell me one of them that said
Kobe didn't say it, or Jordan. Jordan told people don't call him that.
They played it. Kobe played.
And the greatest basketball player, in my opinion, alive was Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. He never said it.
He played it. See, you let your play do it. But even Shaq, he played.
Never said it.
Played.
Never said.
He played to be the like you. It was.
Shaq did say he was the most dominant though.
Yeah, he said he's the most dominant because when they say you the most, when they put him,
and that's not true either.
Greatest of all time. He said,
but he said, but LeBron James said out of his own mouth, I am the greatest basketball player of all time. No, you're not.
Female energy.
That's a whole nother debate. That's a whole nother debate. That's a whole nother debate.
I'm gonna tell you why you're not. I'm gonna tell you why you're not.
On the cover of Sports Illustrated at 16.
I'm gonna tell you why you're not. I'm gonna tell you why you're not. Because Kobe Bryant or Michael Jordan would not have lost that game one against Golden State Warriors. Never. They would have lost that game. Would have allowed themselves to lose that game.
They wouldn't have got to that game. You don't remember what he did to get to that game you talking about? You don't remember the game that the guy was averaging 40 the series before? Like, Sheldon, you tripping, man. They would have never got there, Sheldon.
Before. You don't score one game and pass the ball to fucking J.R. Smith. You don't do that.
No.
You don't take that shot.
Before that.
You win it or you lose it with me.
They would have never got there, Shelton. Never. With that team he had, the team we talked. Okay, who was on the team, Shelton? Okay, take LeBron out. Put that. Okay, cool. Take LeBron out. Which one you? So Kobe taking that duo to Golden State. I get you don't care. So that don't make sense, bro.
I don't care.
That don't make sense, bro.
You should have took that shot.
Let me tell y'all something.
If you were the greatest basketball player of all time, you take that shot. You don't let somebody else take that shot.
Not with that team. The man taking dead bodies with that J.R. Smith team where he did that goofy stuff. That was one of the worst teams he had.
So that's saying that about Dallas Mavericks.
The first Cleveland had was the worst. That was his fault. That was his fault.
2011. I love it when people bring up 2011 Mavericks because that same team swept Kobe out the playoffs.
It don't matter. LeBron scored 6 points in the finals. He scores and got locked down by JJ Barea and Jason Terry.
Kobe got swept.
It don't matter.
How
you let Jason Terry score you in the final?
Is different, and you know that.
And that same team swept
Jason Terry
would give you the victory and put it in front of you.
Don't matter.
And that same team swept.
You not a goat.
That same team sent Harden, Westbrook, and KD to the house.
LeBron.
No, that don't matter though. That don't matter.
None of that matters. And what about when they played the Spurs? That ain't matter either.
LeBron was in the finals and scored 6 points.
How did they get to the finals? How did they get to the finals, bro?
Okay, so how did you get to the finals and score 6 points? And you let Jason Terry outscore you? Kobe ain't never let that happen.
Let me tell you something.
Ain't never let that happen.
Close only counts in horseshoes and hand grenades. Getting there don't count. A whole lot of people got there.
Got you. But
Jordan
that team
never
don't get
scored
there.
6 points in the finals.
Jordan
never scored 6 points in the finals.
And Jordan never had the teams. We heard you the first 3 times. Jordan never had the teams that LeBron had.
And Jordan never let a bench player outscore him in the NBA finals.
Bro, Jordan ain't never had them them first two teams that he took
No
with the San
bench
Antonio.
player
He never had those teams.
outscored Jordan in the NBA Finals.
I heard you, bro. And we ain't never seen
So why
Andre
you keep
Iguodala
talking
average
then?
40 points.
Because
We never
LeBron
seen
got
Andre
outscored
Iguodala.
by a bench
I
player.
heard you. We never seen
And
Andre
lost.
Iguodala. We heard you. We never seen Andre Iguodala get MVP for holding the man to 40 points in the MVP
And
in the
LeBron
finals.
still lost. And LeBron still
Averaging
lost. So what's
40.
your point?
The man,
You still
bro,
losing.
the point
You're
is,
still losing.
no.
You're still
Why
losing.
did Andre Iguodala get the MVP? Answer that
You're
question.
still losing. You're still losing. I
No,
agree with
you
you.
ain't
He
gonna answer
should
the
have got it.
question.
No, I agree. Andre
Well,
should
he
have
got it for
got
his defense, right?
But
He got it for his
LeBron
defense, right?
lost.
He
LeBron
got it for
lost.
his defense, right?
He took 4
He got it for his
donkeys in the mule.
defense,
He
right?
took 3 donkeys in the mule to the finals a couple times. I got you.
Exactly. 3 times.
He
More
did
than a
that.
couple
But
times.
he
So I
didn't
just
win.
to that
But he didn't win.
2015 finals, right?
We
To
keep
that
talking about
2015
what
finals,
he
right?
didn't
So we
did, but he
forgetting
did
Kevin
not
Love.
win.
We forget Kevin Love got hurt in the first round and Kyrie got hurt in game 1. We forgetting that part, right? We forgetting when LeBron led the entire series on both sides in every statistical category, but somehow it's his fault that he was left out there with Matthew Dellavedova checking Steph Curry. That's his fault. I
LeBron
got
wasn't
you.
even fought
Did he
over
win the title?
JJ
Did he
Barea,
win
bro.
the title?
Yo,
Did he win the title? Yes or no?
they
I'm just
led
saying,
because
I'd like to see.
LeBron
I
scored
like
6 points in the
personally.
finals and
I
then
would have
cried.
loved to have seen. I would have loved to have seen that '96 finals without Scottie Pippen and Dennis Rodman. That's all I'm
But you
saying.
didn't.
I
But
would
you
have
didn't.
loved to have seen what he had to go when he had to go up against Gary Payton and Sean Kemp and Nate McMillan and all them guys. I would have loved to have seen what Jordan would have had to do without Scottie Pippen and Dennis Rodman. That's all I
Well,
want to
he
see.
never
That's
won
all I'm
without
saying.
Give him
Scottie
Cal
Pippen.
Cole.
He
That's
never
all
won
I'm
without
saying.
Scottie Pippen.
And that's
So
what
he never
LeBron
won
had
without
to
Scottie
do in
Pippen.
2015 without Kyrie and Kevin Love.
But he didn't win. So it doesn't matter.
I get,
He
but
lost.
I get that.
Bro, he still
But y'all
Jordan
not,
still had
y'all
that
not
team,
looking at what
bro.
he had to go up against.
He lost. Isn't basketball a team
Oh my
sport?
God, bro.
Isn't
Well,
it a team
who's on the
sport?
team? Who's on
LeBron
the team,
couldn't even
Sheldon?
We
Who's
score.
on the
still
team,
hearing
LeBron
Sheldon?
about
couldn't score on
hearing
JJ
about
Who's
that
on the team,
Barea. Get me
63
Sheldon?
out of
points
here,
that Jordan
I
man.
just
put up.
told you
Who's on
just
the
We
team,
because he
still
Sheldon?
had
hearing
3
about that
donkeys.
63
Listen,
points that Jordan
listen.
put up against the
It was
Celtics,
LeBron
and he
James.
lost.
It was LeBron James with 3 donkeys and a mule. I said that already. I
That
said
don't
that.
matter. None of that matters. I got you,
That
dog. I
doesn't
got
matter.
you.
Does it matter
I
that
got
Jordan
you.
scored
I got
63
you. That's
against
your
Boston?
opinion.
Let me
So
ask
it
you a
don't matter to
question.
you. I
Does
got
it
you.
matter that Jordan scored 63 against Boston? Does it matter? What did Larry Bird do?
No.
Tapped him on the ass and said,
Jordan
look at the
still had
scoreboard.
that
He
team.
still lost.
Jordan still
He
had,
still
yeah,
lost.
but that was before he got Rodman and all these other add-ons that he got. Horace Grant wasn't
What
there
you
when that
what
happened.
you
He didn't have Horace Grant or he didn't
what
have
you
Rodman
judge
at that
what you judge
time.
a player on?
Jordan only
What you judge a player on
had
is
Bill
wins,
Cartwright.
winning. You
Yeah,
get winning.
we talking about winning because Jordan had Bill Cartwright, Scottie Pippen,
It
B.J.
wasn't now when he
Armstrong,
had them.
and he
Now
was
when he was
winning.
tapping them on
He
the
won
ass.
3. Hold on. He won 3
Not
in a
that what he
row.
talking about.
Retired and then came back and then just only picked
No,
up
what you
Dennis
missing
Rodman.
is what Sheldon was talking
LeBron
about. The
James
63
can.
points was before those players, bro. Before the players that he got
Yeah,
that he started winning with. That's what Sheldon been talking
yeah,
about. Before they went and got a
Le,
Horace
yeah.
Grant,
Because
before they went out there and got
okay, yeah,
Rodman,
I
he
agree.
was scoring
Yeah,
all them
I
points
agree.
by himself and going
I agree.
nowhere. That's what we
and going
saying.
nowhere, losing in the first round.
I
That's
agree.
why.
I
That's why he
agree.
hates. That's why he hates Isaiah Thomas. Because Isaiah Thomas always telling you, Jordan was doing amazing things. He was the man, and we was putting his ass out in the first round every year.
Yep. And
Yeah,
Larry
I
Bird
agree
was
with that.
talking. Yep. And
They
Larry
were
Bird was that
team.
guy. That's
Jordan
what
is.
that's
That's
Celtics team you had to see him.
That's
You
what
were not
Sheldon
gonna beat the Celtics
Sheldon
by
just said.
yourself.
That's why he hates Isaiah Thomas. Isaiah Thomas is the only player that beat Jordan, Magic, and Bird in the same playoffs. And
Yep.
Jordan can't stand that. He beat
Can't
Jordan more
stand it.
times than he beat him in the playoffs. Jordan can't stand that. Jordan had a great relationship with a lot of other players, except for LeBron James, because since LeBron James was 16 years old, they've named him the Arab. He didn't do that. They put him on the cover of Sports Illustrated, calling him the chosen one. Now, he embraced it, but this is why LeBron got all the hate that he got. This is why LeBron got all the hate that he got from day one from his own teammates. Nobody remembers when Carlos Boozer and Derek Miles was talking trash about him before he got drafted. Nobody
I do
remembers this.
remember that.
Yeah, we want
Yeah,
some
I
rookie
remember
coming
that.
in here
I
and think
remember
he's
that.
gonna do
The
this,
nigga
think he's
came
gonna
into the
do
league.
that.
Listen to this. The nigga came into the league with a $90 million contract before he even dribbled a basketball. That's why niggas was
Nah, that's
pissed.
facts.
That's
Yeah,
why.
yeah, that's facts. He had a lifetime contract with Nike. That's a fact.
And he was better than everybody on that team. And that ain't
Doesn't
even
matter.
hard to
I got
dispute.
a legend.
It don't.
Nigga, I don't care
Yeah,
if you
it
better
don't
than me.
matter.
I've been here longer than you, and you shouldn't have $90 million if I ain't got it, nigga.
So
You
okay,
17 years
cool.
old. You shouldn't have
So
that.
if the team got okay, you just proved the point,
Hey,
Sheldon. So if he got more money than you, and you mad, and I'm on the team, and you over there griping and bitching and complaining, now it's my responsibility to drag your sorry butt through the playoffs and to the championship. And he did
You gonna
that.
have to, because I'm gonna shit on you every
And
chance
he
I
did
get.
it.
I'm sitting on
Hey,
you.
you proving my point. You proving
I'm
our
hating.
point. He,
I mean,
so
I'm
what do
hating.
you? So what you think about that first year? What you think he was doing with them
but
scrubs? What you think he was
say
doing?
this. I'm gonna
Huh?
say this. LeBron was the best in the draft class,
What do you
right?
think he was doing with those scrubs on the team then? Saying all what you just said with that team that he had
He
in
was
Cleveland,
carrying them.
what you think he was doing with them?
LeBron did carry
He
them.
carried them.
Yeah, I'm not disagreeing, but I'm just bringing up this point. LeBron was the best in his draft class, right?
No, I
He
don't think
won a
so. I don't think
championship.
so.
No.
I don't
I'm
think so.
going by what
I
everybody
think
else is saying.
Carmelo
Just
was the
listen
best in
to
that
me.
draft class. I think
Yeah, but
Carmelo was.
listen to me.
I think Carmelo was better than him.
Sheldon, listen to me. I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm going by what everybody else is saying. So listen,
Okay,
LeBron
go
is the
ahead.
best in the
Go ahead.
draft class, right? He's the best in the draft
Right.
class, right? Wade wins the championship first, right? And then where did LeBron go after that? Because he couldn't get it on his own. He couldn't get it on his own. He had to go to
Oh, he took
Wade.
his talents
He
to
had to
Bro,
go
South
to
them
Beach.
other
Wade
He took his
guys,
talents to South Beach.
but them other guys weren't even making the
Yes.
playoffs that you talking
It
about. Them
don't
other guys
matter.
that
It
got
don't matter.
it do
Wade,
matter.
hold
They didn't
on.
even make it
Wade
the
won his
playoffs.
championship first. And that
He
man
won
had
it
to
with
go over
Shaq,
there
bro.
and play up. It
Wade
don't
won it
matter.
with
He had
who?
to play under
It
Wade.
do matter. He didn't
LeBron
win until
had to
Shaq got
play
there,
under
bro.
Wade. LeBron had to
Oh my
play under
God,
Wade.
bro. And Wade won with who? Wade didn't win by himself.
Because Wade,
Wade won with Shaq.
he's battlefield tested. He's
Fuck D
battlefield
Wade.
tested already.
Oh my God, bro. He didn't win until Shaq started playing,
So
bro.
in year
He's
three,
battlefield
so in
tested.
year three, right? In year three, he had Pat Riley as his coach, Shaq, Gary Payton, Antoine Walker, Jason Williams. Like, we not gonna sit here and act like that wasn't a squad, though, man. Like, now
You talking about
was
Miami with
Dwayne
Pat
Wade
Riley?
the best
You talking
player
about
on that
the
team?
Pat Riley
But
team?
we're
Yeah.
not talking
Yeah, the
about
Pat Riley
Larry
team.
Hughes, Danielle Marshall. We're not talking about them. We talking about actual all-star veterans around him. Now, they let young fella take over and run the team, but he had good veterans around him. LeBron had to lead the veterans that were around him because they were sorry, man.
You know
They
what it's
were
called? It's called
sorry.
Taking that away. You're not
it's
taking
called
that
the
away. All we
organization
saying is
wanted
this.
to win. The
All we
organization
saying is
wanted to
this.
win, and that's why Wade got his championship. That's all it
All we
was. They
saying
And
is this,
LeBron
bro.
was
This
playing
all
for
we
an
saying.
organization
They
that did
made
not
the
want to
This
trade.
all we
win.
saying, bro.
LeBron was playing
This
for an
all we saying.
organization that didn't want to
Jordan
win.
didn't leave. Jordan didn't leave.
Agreed.
He stayed.
Agreed.
Magic didn't leave.
So he
Stayed.
left.
Stayed.
Bird didn't leave. He stayed. Isaiah did not leave, and they was trash. Playing with Kelly Tripucka, they was trash. He
They
stayed.
couldn't leave, Shelton, they could not leave. The money was with the team. Like that's a fantasy.
Yeah,
They couldn't
LeBron
leave
did
and
start
get
that
paid what
super
they was
team
getting
shit.
paid. Yeah, no, he didn't. Boston Celtics started that with
You
KG
right.
and
They
them
No, they
couldn't
with those
didn't.
have
super
got what they
teams.
was getting paid.
No. We
You're
can
right.
go
They
back
couldn't have got
further
what they
than
was getting
that.
paid.
Pittsburgh,
KG
we can
But
go
they
started
back
could
that.
have left.
further than that.
Because Magic
Pittsburgh, we can go
asked for a
back further
trade
than that.
in 1981, so they could have left. Magic told him trade
We
me
can
or
go
get rid
back
of him.
further than
They
that.
could. He
Somebody
couldn't have got
please
paid
tell
what he was
me.
getting
That's
paid.
a fact. That's a
Somebody
fact.
please
Magic
tell me
Johnson did
how
ask.
Clyde Drexler got on the Houston Rockets. Somebody please tell me how
Clyde
Clyde
wasn't
Boom,
Drexler
in
there
got
you
his
to
go.
Houston
prime.
Rockets.
Got traded.
None of these
Yeah,
Because
other
he
there you
teams,
was
go.
dudes were
ring.
in their
Because he
prime.
wanted
Lincoln
He
ring.
Evans.
requested
He
a
was ring
trade.
chasing. What you
He
talking about,
requested a
DJ?
trade.
He was ring chasing. He was ring chasing. He was ring chasing.
So it wasn't like, come on, man. LeBron didn't start. This been happening. This
How
Bro,
you
been
think
nobody
Charles
ever
happening.
did it in
Barkley
their
His
got? Hey,
prime,
how you think
though.
Charles Barkley got to Phoenix? How did Charles Barkley get to Phoenix? Ring chasing.
his contract was up. And see, the problem with
Ring
LeBron is
chasing.
LeBron never took them. Look,
And who else was
LeBron
in
never took
Phoenix?
those long
Charles
contracts.
Barkley didn't
But
go link
wait,
up with another superstar in Phoenix?
yeah, but LeBron is being penalized because he never took those 5-year contracts. He was taking 1 and 2. He was taking 2-year contracts with an option. so he can get out of there and put pressure on them. These guys didn't do that. So that because they
Okay,
weren't
well,
smart enough to
all I'm
do
saying is
that.
LeBron started
So wait a
that
minute, because he's
super
not.
team
Charles
So
shit.
because
Barkley left the Philadelphia 76ers as trash, and he wanted another team. That's why.
He didn't have faith that he could get a team built around him to win the chip.
in
He
Cleveland with that
tried.
organization,
His owner didn't want to spend the money. His owner
so you
didn't want
think
to
the
spend the
Cleveland?
money.
Yes, you don't know how to. We forgetting how Dan Gilbert act when LeBron left, and how other players like why Kyrie ain't there. Forget LeBron. Why Kyrie ain't there? Why did
Hey,
Kyrie
Cleveland
leave?
number
We
one
forgetting
seed
that
right
side.
now.
LeBron ran him away. LeBron ran him away. That's
Cleveland number
facts.
one
Yeah,
seed.
we forgetting. Like we gonna
So
act like Dan
didn't
Gilbert is some great owner or
Kyrie
something.
leave?
Okay, I'll give you that. So his first time that he left, right? He went and did the Heatles. And then what happened? When the Heat looked like they weren't winning no championships, what did he go do then? Went to another
He
team, built
left.
another super team. What did he do after that?
No,
Went to
because
another team and built
D-Wade
another
done
super team.
talked about
This
it.
nigga
No,
just went
because
and got
D-Wade
fucking
has talked
Luka
about this.
Doncic. Like, are you serious?
No,
Bro,
Bro, he went to
D-Wade
Cleveland.
had this
D-Wade just talked about
conversation,
this.
man.
Pat Riley
D-Wade,
pissed him off, and that's
That's
why
not
he
what
left.
happened.
So what?
Exactly.
Who the
With
Pat
all
fuck
that
is
Riley pissed him off.
LeBron?
nonsense.
That's why he left.
So what? So what? So what, LeBron? You was a bitch. So what?
He left
It's
because
my
they knew
Bro,
they weren't going to
organization.
win
Giannis,
no
This is
more.
my
Chris Bosh
organization,
had fucking
LeBron.
health
Fuck
problems. D-Wade
you.
was on the way out. He could use Pat Riley as a scapegoat, but he knew he wasn't going to win
well,
no
okay,
more with
so
those two.
all right, so why did Luka Doncic want out of there? Why did they get rid of Luka then? So we gonna act like
Luka didn't
LeBron
want
doing some
out.
exclusive. Okay, cool.
Who?
No, so who wanted him to
Luka who?
leave? Who wanted Luka to leave? Who wanted Luka to leave?
The
Watch how you
Lakers
fall
wanted
for the
Luka.
trap.
LeBron
No,
and
no,
Clutch
no,
Sports.
no. Why
LeBron
did
and
the
Clutch
team that he
Sports.
was at trade him to the Lakers? No, that nobody
LeBron and
knew Luka
Clutch
was on the
Sports.
block.
There was never a reason given.
Oh my God, bro. We gonna do this. We ain't gonna act like the
What was the
team got
reason?
rid of him about
Okay,
some
There was
okay.
never
nonsense.
an
So
official statement
Nah,
from
I'm
the
a,
team of the reason why they did it.
I'm gonna say this. I know why they got rid of Luka because Luka he doesn't stay in shape, and then they don't want to pay
Okay,
him that.
but the team,
Hold
but
on.
Hannibal,
Exactly.
the
See what I
I'm
mean?
team
not. I'm
never
not
said
giving.
that.
Listen. I'm not giving LeBron. I'm not covering for LeBron. I'm telling you what was said. Luka does not stay in shape, and they don't want to pay him that max contract. That's why they got rid of him. Because I
Okay,
think
but
his
That's
shit
what
is
once
the
gonna
again,
be
team
these are
300
said.
mil.
speculations.
I think his shit
These
is
are
gonna be
speculations. The Dallas
no,
Mavericks
no,
themselves
no.
never made a
Luka is
statement
They
on
no,
saying why it
no.
was they traded Luka.
Max.
they
This is
said he
no
don't
because
stay in
they
shape,
speculation,
can't.
bro.
bro.
Because I'm gonna
Luka,
tell
this
you
is
why.
not
Because they were
speculation.
listen. Listen, bro. I've spoke to some Mavericks fans about this. Luka was into a lot more stuff than we know about. Luka was down there in Dallas wilding. The point to where they didn't had to come save Luka from a few DUIs down there because he on the freeway down there
Well, I'm sure.
wilding.
I'm sure.
So
But what I'm
Remember
saying
he
is
grabbed
the
that
Dallas
they
camera
didn't
on
want to. They
live
Mavericks,
didn't want to
TV?
invest in Luka no more. But this is
but
the same
we
organization.
we can
But this is
we
the
can
same organization that didn't want to pay Jalen Brunson. This is the
but
same
what I'm saying
organization.
though is we can speculate and listen to rumors, which some of them may be true. I'm not saying those
They
aren't
leaked the
true.
rumors.
But I'm
Max,
not
they
saying they're
leaked the
not true.
rumors. They
No, but
leaked the
but
rumors
no, because there's a
because
bunch of
they
shit. There's
leaked.
a conspiracy
No,
about the
wait,
casino
no,
shit. There's a whole
no,
bunch of
no.
other
Forget the
shit. But
casino.
the
The
Dallas
team
Mavericks
leaked.
No,
The
themselves
Max.
have
team.
never came out and said the reason.
Max.
That's
Yes,
my
They
they
leaked
point.
the
did.
rumor to cover their butt, bro, because the people wanted the execs' heads on
You can
a
say they
platter.
leaked the rumor. You have
Just
no
like the
proof they leaked the
NFL
rumor.
does it. Okay, cool. The NFL do it all the time when these players' options come up. They leak crap about them when they don't want to pay them. They do it all the time, and they do unnamed sources to
Okay, but
ESPN and all this
the
foolishness.
question
Always happens.
was, why did the Dallas Mavericks trade Luka?
It wasn't
Nobody
because
knows.
Luka
They
wanted to go.
never
It was
confirmed
okay,
or
cool.
denied
But can
none of
we
the
agree
rumors.
that Luka didn't want to leave? Luka didn't want to leave. Can we agree that?
Exactly.
He
Luka
didn't
didn't
say,
want to leave.
okay, cool. So the
So
team
we
wanted to
can
get
say
rid of
it's what
him.
we can say
You're
like
right.
the shit
The
that
team
DJ
wanted to
saying
get rid of
true.
him,
He
right?
was wilding out. We can say, yeah,
No.
he was out of
Okay,
shape. He was 300
okay.
pounds.
Let's say
He
none of
might have
that's
been
true.
fucking somebody's girl that lived in the front office. He might have did some other shit. Nobody fucking knows. Nothing has been said. Nothing officially has
Okay,
said this is the
cool.
reason why we traded
No,
Luka
okay,
Doncic.
cool. But we know that the team didn't want him. That's what we know. We know that's a fact. For
Exactly.
whatever the
Obviously.
reason is, we know. Okay, so the team didn't want him. They wanted to get rid of him.
Or
They made the
and we
trade.
know
That
and
ain't
we
had
know
nothing
who
to
did
do with
want him.
LeBron.
And we know who did want him. Who wanted him?
Any
The
team,
Lakers,
any
obviously,
team
right?
would.
Who in their
Okay,
right mind
so who
wouldn't
would
want
deny
Luka?
them?
Who in their
Who's
right
gonna
mind
deny
wouldn't
him?
want Luka?
Yeah.
Okay, but
if he was called Miami,
nobody else in the league. Hold on, nobody else in the league even knew he was up for grabs.
right? But you're acting like somebody would have offered him to Miami or Minnesota and they would say no.
Nobody thought to make the call because nobody would think that an organization would be that stupid in trading their 25-year-old all-star.
Okay, but now let's put another factor in the game. Who played stupid like they didn't know it was happening? LeBron James.
You don't know that.
Niggas think LeBron didn't know about that fucking trade.
Okay, so you're saying that we don't know.
You can
so you said we don't know what the team say, but you said
do the conspiracy theories. But what I can tell you from tangible proof, this is an incompetent organization because it's the same organization that didn't want to pay Jalen Brunson. The same organization.
And I can tell you in tangible proof that LeBron got his own son drafted, made his organization spend a draft pick on his son, right? LeBron has, in all his teams, controlled more or less who is on his fucking team, who they trade for, who gets re-signed, who gets let go.
That's
his whole career.
That's a fact.
So, like,
that's
to sit here and act like he didn't know oh, my bad. AD is my boy. Nigga, you knew AD was injured every year and you weren't going to win with him.
And he's
Giannis had both his brothers on the team, bro.
I can't prove it though. I can't prove it.
Giannis had both his brothers on the team, bro. Giannis had both his brothers on the team, and both of them didn't even deserve to be in the NBA, bro. We gonna act like this don't happen all the time?
Listen, you don't need proof when you see a track record with a person like LeBron. Pattern recognition is a sign of intelligence. So when you see this track record with LeBron, you know he was behind this Luka trade, bro. That's all I gotta say. I don't need to see proof at this point.
How do you know that? You just speculating, bro.
No, I'm not speculating. I just said pattern recognition. What is LeBron's pattern?
Okay, who else did he get traded?
He wants to control who gets traded and who don't get traded.
Who else did he trade for?
Pattern recognition.
Okay, cool. Who did he trade for?
You talking about for the Lakers? How many times
you said it's a pattern. So he did it before. So who else did LeBron trade for on his team? Who he got traded on his team?
What team? Because I can go with Miami.
Any team.
Okay,
who he got traded? You said it's a pattern recognition. With pattern.
So when you went to exactly
traded.
Pattern recognition.
Because we just highlighted how he didn't have any control in Miami. That's why he left.
Exactly.
He didn't have control in Cleveland the first time. That's why he left.
He did have control in Cleveland. That's why Andrew Wiggins went to Minnesota. Andrew Wiggins went to Minnesota because LeBron went over there and said, "I want Kevin Love."
That's a rumor.
That is true.
That's a rumor.
Okay, so he didn't have control the first time in Cleveland.
They drafted Andrew Wiggins. Oh, y'all got it, bro. Y'all got it, man. You right. No pattern recognition.
So teams don't draft first round draft picks and trade them immediately. It never happens.
Listen, Andrew Wiggins was already on the team. LeBron said, "I want Kevin Love." Andrew Wiggins was gone.
He said that. You heard him say that. You heard him say it. Or that's a rumor.
No, we don't. So this is what I'm saying. So we need to hear everything because you all always want proof. It's a pattern.
Me and Max just went through this whole thing about rumors, and we had to accept the fact that we don't know. That's not a pattern because you don't know it's a fact. We just went through this whole thing, me and Max, about the rumors of Luka, and we settled on we don't know what happened. All we know is the team did not want him. That's a fact. You're making the rumor a fact. That's not true, and you're making it a pattern.
And you know what, Pittsburgh, I'll give him that, right? I'll give him that. So when he came back to Cleveland and he saw
J.R. Smith to come there and
let's not forget that.
That was an in-season trade. That was an in-season trade, and they didn't even know.
So, Melo just spoke about this on his podcast. He did know. Melo just spoke about this shit because he was mad that the Knicks did this. Are you serious, bro? People are
mad. If he's mad, yeah, he's mad at his
Melo just
but that don't mean that LeBron had it. Yeah, but did he say LeBron traded him? He said LeBron traded him, or he said that he was cool with he was pissed off because the Knicks didn't tell him anything. Which way? Because that's what I heard.
He was pissed off that the Knicks didn't tell him.
Exactly. So you're making up stuff, bro. That's not what happened.
So let's just say, for the sake of argument, he did make those moves. Did it work out? Did it work out? Because before, when he didn't have any,
for the most part,
before when he didn't have any control, and when his owner didn't want to make any moves to the roster, Dan Gilbert was okay with winning 55 to 60 games a year, packing out Quicken Loans Arena, selling tickets, selling merch. He didn't want to win. They were winning in spite of their owner. So when he got back, I'm pretty sure one of his this is me speculating, I'm pretty sure one of his sticking points was, I want more input on this roster. I know what championship basketball looks like, and this team that we have right now that was in the lottery every year after I left. They were in the lottery every year after I left. And as soon as I come back and make these moves, we right back in the finals. So he clearly knows what he's doing. That doesn't always work out, no. But he clearly knows what he's doing when it comes to building these teams.
I mean, does he? Because like you said, the only team he didn't have control of was the Heat. Now, they had control over the initial getting togetherness of it, which to form the team. After that team was formed, he didn't have front office control. He won 2 chips there. Since then, he's won only two other chips. He has lost way more times than he's won. So I would say it hasn't worked out for him. I mean, 2 other times in his career worked out for him, but more often than not, it did not work out for him.
Okay, how many people got that many championships that he got that have no control?
4?
Yeah, that's a lot of championships, Max. We acting like 4 championships, everybody got them.
Okay, but what I'm saying is give other people that have a couple other championships, give them the same grace, right? Let Magic, Bird, Jordan, Russell, anyone, let them decide what superstars get to be on their team, who they want to choose to play with.
That was a different era, though, Max. Players didn't have control.
That
was a different era.
Remember,
what I'm saying is, if you have that advantage, you should be winning with the advantage.
But the players now have the same exact. So KD didn't have that same option that LeBron didn't have.
He went and won with
the advantage. Did he win 4?
But he hasn't won.
Did he win 4?
Nope.
Did he win 4? Okay. So we could go down the list of all the players in his era, in LeBron James' era.
Hey, 4? I just want to say this. Do y'all remember?
No. Like I said, LeBron's only won 2 since he's had the advantage of control.
No, you can't do that, bro. The man won all these.
That's what I just said. We all agree he had no control in Miami Heat. He won his first 2 there. Yeah. So after Miami, we're talking post Miami, when he had control over who gets to play with him, who he plays with, what team he goes to, what superstars are on his team. Since then, he's won 2.
Do anybody remember?
You can't do that, bro, because he got 4. So
but the argument is the advantage of being able to pick his own team. That was the argument.
He's won since then.
2. He's won
since then.
Okay. So different sport, right? I'm gonna use my team, the Eagles, as a point here.
That shit.
No, I'm just saying, Howie Roseman, right? Howie Roseman has been the GM of the Philadelphia Eagles 10, 11 years, right? He's won 2 Super Bowls. So does that make him a failure? Because he's put together this team. He's rebuilt rosters several times over. He's won 2 Super Bowls in like 11 years. Did that make him a failure?
He's not a player.
Pat Riley been a GM since LeBron left, and they still ain't won nothing.
We're talking about a superstar player that gets to pick the team he plays with, bro.
Kyrie done did it. He ain't won nothing. Kyrie been putting together teams. He ain't won nothing.
Simply for you, right? It's like when you go to the park.
Kawhi Leonard.
The next
Kawhi Leonard doesn't put together teams and ain't win
versus
nothing.
I came with my own squad.
Chris Paul put together teams ain't win nothing.
And then you win. Like, come on, bro. If anyone out here has played park basketball, when the next 5 are up, and that's the 5 that are on, sometimes you get stuck with some weak niggas. They're next in line.
Giannis,
but then it's equivalent when motherfuckers come 5 deep in their own car and they all play ball and they're all friends and they're willing to sit out 2 games so they can get their own team, and then they kill everyone at the park. It's not much of a fucking accomplishment, bro.
It's not. So why Giannis ain't win?
I'm just saying, Kawhi Leonard done put together teams and it didn't work for him.
Chris Paul ain't win. It's a bunch of players and did it, bro, and they're not winning.
LeBron has, dog, over their team.
Kawhi?
And I'm not
Kawhi,
saying
what
it's
are you
not
talking about?
earned.
Kawhi had no control.
Oh no, the
Kyrie
Clippers
ain't
shit
have
is a failure
control.
for sure. Clippers shit is a
Kyrie
failure
ain't
for
have no
sure.
control. Kyrie definitely had control of them Cleveland teams.
Kawhi
No,
Leonard, to
no,
me,
no,
to me,
no.
to me, to me, Kawhi Leonard has not earned the amount of control that he got with the Clippers. He went to a ready-made team in Toronto the year after LeBron left. Well, the year LeBron left and went to the Lakers, he went to Toronto, and that team that LeBron was sweeping out the playoffs, that was the number one seed and all that, that's where Kawhi went. And he won a championship after LeBron left and only after LeBron got hurt and missed 25 games because his Lakers was
Yeah,
going to be in the playoffs that year after the Lakers had
Kawhi
sucked.
capitalized on the Raptors run. Kawhi capitalized on
He
that,
definitely capitalized, and he was on the
and they
team with
definitely had something.
he was on a team with Tim Duncan, Manu Ginobili, and Tony Parker coming off the bench, averaging 14 points and won NBA Finals MVP because he held LeBron to 26 points instead of 28. Like, what are we talking about, man?
Yeah, but it wasn't the overall stats. It was he made big plays at big moments in the big game. Like, you know what I mean? Like that's what it comes down to. I mean, just like the Bulls game we watched last night, I couldn't tell you what LeBron's stats were, but I know that the last 3 plays that the Bulls won were on LeBron. So that's the shit that matters. LeBron could have had 50 last night. He still left the nigga open for the open 3, inbounded into a steal for another 3, and then the half court shot. I'm not even gonna put that on him.
Open. I saw 3 dudes open. So I saw a lot of dudes open. It wasn't just LeBron's guy, but since LeBron decided to close out, I guess it's on him.
You move the ball against zone, someone's gonna be open. That's what happens when we play zone. But either way,
like I said, we're not just gonna act like it was just LeBron's guy open. I saw 3 dudes open. I saw 3 different dudes who could have took that shot.
But at the end of the day,
but yeah, I think
LeBron has earned his right. I think LeBron has earned his right. If anybody, I'm not gonna say earned his right. If anybody in the league is capable of controlling who they play with, I would say it would be LeBron and Steph 1 and 2, and probably no one else that could have that right, including Kawhi. Kawhi made the best of his opportunity. He went to the fucking Clippers, got a big contract, and said, "Hey, I want you to bring these people or bring some dudes in, whatever." And they did, and they failed. And he should have known. But he wasn't ever going to win shit with Paul George. But like, and James Harden. But you know,
either way, say it was Paul George, James Harden. Who else? Somebody else was there too. Russell Westbrook was there. Like, come on, man.
Yep.
And didn't win nothing.
Underachievers. You know what I'm saying? But you know, I'm just saying, like, if anyone else had the grade,
MVPs on his team and didn't win.
Talking about the Clippers.
He had 2 league MVPs on his team and didn't win. Oh yeah, we brought up Mr. Clipper.
Hey, I don't know how you got to even say Kawhi didn't win shit when a nigga got injured, bro. He got injured, bro. You can't sit here and
he's
act
always
like
been
he
injured.
got bounced. No, but he won 2 championships and 2 MVPs, and he won an MVP by shutting down LeBron. So don't act like this nigga LeBron is just better than Kawhi Leonard. Kawhi Leonard is 10 times better than LeBron James. LeBron James is all propaganda. How the hell you gonna talk about Kawhi Leonard ain't winning shit, but leave out the fact that he didn't finish the damn season? Don't sit here and act like
best ability is availability.
I know, bro. I can say the end result is the end result, but don't sit here and put it on here like as if he be getting whooped on like LeBron been getting swept out the playoffs, going home early and shit, and having like a super ass team and shit all the time. Like, don't sit here and just, oh yeah, Kawhi Leonard ain't won shit. Oh, the reason Kawhi Leonard ain't won shit is because he hasn't finished the season. So don't leave that part out. Come on, Kawhi Leonard has deserved shit. You see what he did in Toronto? Kawhi Leonard should have 3 championships, 3 MVPs. Because when Ray Allen hit that shot to save LeBron, Kawhi Leonard was going to win that MVP too. So don't act like this nigga out here just out here getting whooped on and ain't living up to expectations, bro. When he's been injured, and he didn't have no hangnail or no goddamn elbow bursitis like LeBron or a strained groin for all them damn steroids. He's got season-ending injuries, torn ACL, torn MCL, swelled up knees and shit. So don't act like this nigga just been out here getting smashed, bro. Let's keep it real.
No, injuries play a part.
My brother Deuce, you come up here with all this hate. What's going on, Deuce? Come up here with all that, Deuce. I thought we was rocking out good, man.
No,
But the
man,
same can be
it's
said of
good.
LeBron's success, though, because Kawhi's success, because people say the only reason he won in Toronto is because of the injuries that happened to the Warriors.
What? What? You
Oh,
seen
that's right, your man.
Yeah.
Was that the year that your boy did? Was that the year
Clay went
that
down.
what's his name? Clay went down and your boy crashed out in the playoffs. Was that the year?
KD went out too, but don't act like this nigga didn't deserve it. Because the first time when Miami beat the Spurs in that game 7, whatever, Kawhi Leonard, he was gonna win that MVP too because he shut LeBron down. We all remember the clip when LeBron was at the free throw line, Kawhi Leonard was checking, and that nigga was like, "Damn." Don't act like we didn't see that shit. We know who Kawhi is, bro.
Yeah, and aside from the statistics of Bron during those series, there has been people on the internet, because the internet is undefeated, that have broken down each possession that Kawhi was actually playing on LeBron and showed those statistics, and Kawhi did the shit. A lot of those points were not scored on Kawhi when he was matched up against. So, no, I agree with that. And the same thing with the Iguodala shit, with the Warriors shit. When people say what they say about that, it's like, it was the individual matchup of when I am guarding you, which isn't not 100% of the game, obviously, but when it happens in certain moments, I made the stop. You didn't do what you normally do.
Man, that man scored almost 40 points every game with Iguodala, bro. Like you don't score 40 points and get all about to shut somebody down, bro. That's crazy. That's crazy.
This nigga up here to pollute the airways with that Kawhi Leonard shit. Kawhi played for the Clippers. He ain't gonna win shit ever.
All right.
Nah, he done. He had a good run though. Hey, he's the modern day of your boy if he played for Orlando Magic. What's his name with the little Hitler, T-Mac. The guy that would have been good if he wouldn't have got hurt. If he wouldn't have got hurt, Kawhi would have been a bad boy.
T-Mac is a career underachiever. Is one of the most overrated players in the NBA history.
He never hurt. He was hurt,
that
bro.
Motherfucker ain't never made it out the first round, bro.
He was always hurt. He was always hurt.
Even when he wasn't hurt, he lost as the top seed.
His team lost.
You're only talking about 2 seasons, bro.
And guess what? And some of the years that he got hurt, his team went on got out the first round without him. Anytime he's been participant, he's never made it out.
You're only talking about his first 2 seasons, bro. That man been hurt all the time.
Kawhi stay hurt. Kawhi hurt now. He stay hurt. He'll be hurt when the season starts. He stay hurt.
Yeah.
Kawhi got 2 championships. We've seen the apex of Kawhi. And it's still
he got one. He won the one in Toronto. The one in San Francisco. He got one. He won one in Toronto. San Antonio won by Duncan and Ginobili and motherfucking
T-Mac is one of the most inefficient players ever.
If he was just on there, why was he the MVP? He was just on the team.
Yeah, he got 2, Show. You can't take them away from him. He got 2 of them things, man. He was involved in both of them.
I'm sitting on the nigga. I'm sitting on the nigga.
Nah,
like I said, he went to a ready-made team in Toronto and won after I left the East.
So how come them niggas never won nothing before him then? LeBron was sweeping them niggas.
Because LeBron was there. If LeBron had still been in the East, the Raptors would have went out in the Eastern Conference Finals like they always do.
He's been trash for 30 years, bro. The East been trash for 30 years.
How can you say the East was trash when the Raptors won it in 2019 and and the Bucks won it in 21? How can you say that? It's no coincidence that the next 2 out of 3 championships after LeBron left the East, the Eastern teams won. There's no coincidence to me. The East was never weak. They just couldn't beat LeBron.
The Bucks, man, if Kawhi didn't get hurt 21, the Bucks wouldn't have won that shit either. You know what I mean? But there's a bunch of ifs and ifs, but
if it was a fifth, we all be drunk, nigga.
I know, like your ass is right now. Nigga, put that moonshine down.
Hey, don't ever put T-Mac in the same sentence as Kawhi, bro. Like, Kawhi is way better than T-Mac was.
You're right. Don't ever put Kawhi in the same sentence as T-Mac. Don't ever put Kawhi in the same sentence as T-Mac.
T-Mac ain't never won a playoff series, ever.
T-Mac team.
Even the one where he tried to piggyback on the Spurs, they ended up losing.
T-Mac,
I get that. I get
Hey,
your
Deuce.
point, Max. Trust me.
Hey, Deuce, you know I
That's
got
the
the.
big knock
You know
on
I'm
him.
a
He
Let's
fuck
not
never
with
made it
you.
out
forget.
the
Let's
first
not
round.
forget when T-Mac was up 3-1 in the first round against the Pistons and lost in 7. He wasn't injured then.
against the
Yeah, but he
Pistons.
had Doc Rivers as
Against
his
the
coach, and we
Pistons.
all know Doc Rivers a guy at a
Hey,
3-1
Doc
lead in a
Rivers, one of the
minute.
most
Hey,
overrated coaches
Deuce.
of all time.
We
Hey,
all know
Deuce, you
Doc
know I got
Rivers
to
will give
fuck with
up a
you,
3-1 lead
man.
now. I give him a little
I
grace
know
for
he
that.
Hey,
got
We
the
know
Deuce.
Doc Rivers will give up a 3-1 lead.
Hey, Deuce, you know I got to fuck with you because you made that insane comment about a year ago. Remember that?
what
Oh
insane
yeah, a couple
comment.
years. Let that go,
Oh,
Sheldon.
oh,
That nigga said.
no,
That
I
nigga
still
sat
feel
up
the
on
same, bro.
national, on goddamn live and said that Zach Randolph was better than Moses Malone. I ain't
Yeah,
never gonna
I
let
still
that
believe
shit
that
go.
too. I
Yeah,
still
that's
believe
crazy.
that
Zach
too.
Randolph don't even believe
No,
that.
yeah, right. I still believe that. Especially
Look, I
I'm
already knew
making
where
sure
he was
Debo
going. I
believe
was
that
like,
shit.
oh, Sheldon, let that go.
No, I'm not running from it. I still believe that shit. Niggas that know ball, niggas that know ball. I
Deuce, I
know
That's
tried to
Debo
because
give
you
you
don't
an
Sweeney.
know.
out,
That's
man.
because you don't know nothing about basketball. You know as much about basketball
No,
as you know about boxing. Nothing.
I know Zebo is an all-time killer, and everybody pick him on the team.
Zebo could not carry Moses Malone's tennis shoes to the gym, nigga.
You crazy, bro. You crazy.
Yeah,
I don't
Zebo
even.
will
I
tell
don't
you
Zebo's
even.
that.
best years ain't
Zebo will
fucking
tell
with
you that.
4-4-4.
I don't know what you're talking about, bro. Them niggas down there with the bully ball and pushing niggas and fouling. I don't think Zebo,
What do you think
Moses
Zebo
Malone.
did?
No, Zebo was a bucket, nigga. You crazy.
Zebo literally said, "I bully bullies, dog." Like, what?
Yeah, talking to a nigga talking shit, nigga. But Zebo is a bucket, nigga. Out of high
And
school,
so was
Hey, let me ask
Moses.
out
you a
of
question.
college.
Okay, let's kill it. Hey, DJ, let's just kill it. You tell me what Zebo won.
What does Zebo team win?
What did his team win? What did he win?
And he had squad
Moses
too.
Malone playing with Dr. J and fucking everything else. So don't act like nigga Moses Malone was out there killing the shit either. He had Hall of Fame teammates also. How many Hall of Fame teammates
What did
Zebo get?
Zebo have? Tony,
How many?
my man Tony Allen, the Hall of Famer.
Nah, Tony Allen ain't no Hall of Fame.
Well, I think so. I think Tony Allen get it.
Nah, but
Crazy.
they just retired his jersey in Memphis though.
Did they retire in Boston? Nah.
They retired his jersey in Memphis. I don't know if
He
they retired in
played
Boston. They
more
retired
years.
in Memphis.
He played more years in Boston than he did in Memphis.
Look, man, Zebo
Hold
ain't
on,
never
hold on.
won
Okay,
shit.
let's be real though.
Been close to
Let's be
winning
real.
shit.
Moses
Ever.
Malone had 3 MVP seasons. MVP.
3 league
Zach Randolph ain't
MVPs.
never been an MVP. Moses
So
3
Malone had
league
like
scoring
10 or
titles.
12. Moses Malone had double-digit All-Stars. Zach Randolph had 2.
Has Moses Malone ever you think this damn dog?
Man,
Has Moses Malone
arguably, Zach Randolph wasn't even the best big on his team.
Yeah, that goes
Arguably.
to Marc Gasol.
crazy, bro.
Marc Gasol was better
Yeah,
than him.
right. You crazy.
Arguably. That's why I said
You
arguably.
niggas sit here. You niggas is crazy on me.
Hey man,
Look.
how many times
If you say
Moses Malone every
Zebo
time
better than
Max,
if you
how many
say
times was
Zebo
Zebo
better
the
than
rebound
Marc
champion?
Gasol, yeah, if you say Zebo better than Marc Gasol, you know what? I ain't got too much of an argument there, right? Because we all know, and I feel a way about Marc Gasol because we all know he got LeBron James Defensive Player of the Year trophy at home. So
no, he got DeAndre Jordan defensive trophy at home.
Hey, let me ask you
but
this:
2013,
how many rebound
DeAndre
titles
Jordan
did Zebo win? Next,
DeAndre Jordan was leading the league in blocks and fucking rebounds that year and possession rating. Only reason they didn't give it to DeAndre Jordan is because they said he can't hit free throws.
because he
It has
played for the
nothing
sorry
to
ass
do.
Clippers. That's why he
Yeah,
played for the sorry ass
sorry ass
losing ass Clippers.
Hey, in the
That's why, nigga.
in the
They
last
suck.
15 years, bro. In the last 15 years, only team that's won more regular season games than us is Boston.
And what does that got you?
So put that in your crack pipe and smoke it. Injured
What does
players,
that got you?
put out the second round. Look, put out the
And what does
second
it got
round
you?
every year.
Injured
Not
star
a
players.
Put out the
goddamn
second round
thing.
every year.
Injured
Got
star.
a
Don't forget that
motherfucking
part though.
name.
That's a real big part of it. That's a real big part of it. Injured
How
star
many
players in
rebounding
playoffs.
championships does Zebo have, Max?
I'm not
0.
thinking about it. I don't know.
How many
I
Moses
don't
got,
know.
Max?
I don't know.
Like 8 or
Was
some
Moses
shit.
Malone ever considered the best player in the NBA? What?
Hey, Max,
Bro,
here's
hey,
the
I'm
kicker.
looking up the comparison right now. The only thing Zebo has over Moses Malone is 0.4 more assists a game. Moses blows him out every statistical category.
But who is
In
the
all
who
NBA
came out of
teams,
high
all
school?
star
Who came
teams,
straight out of high school,
everything.
Max? Who came straight out of high school?
Moses.
Moses did. Strong,
Moses.
cock-strong country boy. Yeah, he did. Pushing niggas around.
Yeah,
But he was
Randolph
never
went to
consistent.
what, Michigan State? Didn't he go to Michigan State?
He went to
Michigan
Michigan
State.
State. Yeah,
Michigan State.
went to
Yeah,
Michigan
He's up
State.
there with Tom
Michigan
Izzo.
State.
One of them Izzo boys.
And he spent his first
Oh
3
man,
years
yeah,
in the
because
league.
he just told that story because he from Indiana and he was like, yeah, why they was
Yeah.
asking why didn't you go to Indiana? You're like, oh man, they wasn't fucking with me, man. I had a little pistol charge. What? I had a pistol charge in high school.
Yeah.
Man,
Oh, Debo's a bully
he
now.
was out there in the trenches,
Debo's a
bro.
gangster.
GD.
Yeah,
And you know why they
yeah,
got him
out
out
there
of
in
here,
the
don't you? Hey, Deuce, you know why they got him out of here, don't you?
he was out there fucking with the bounty hunters.
No, he beat up that police in Marina Del Rey. He beat that cop up.
I know. Yeah, he was also fucking with the bounty hunters too. That's why they had him when they had.
Yeah, they shipped his ass
He
up
had
out
to
of
get
here.
up out of there. Yeah, he had to get up out of
They
there.
actually saved him.
I
Because
know.
you know
But
LAPD,
you know,
they might have done him something
All
out
I'm
here.
gonna say is that viral clip when he's sitting there talking to DeMarcus Cousins, talking about the bullies get bullied. I would have loved to have seen what have happened if he actually grabbed the dude from Alabama. It ain't gonna go the way you think it's gonna go. I promise you.
yeah, right. That nigga was
Oh,
cold.
DeMarcus Cousins? DeMarcus Cousins wasn't no bitch now. He wasn't no hoe.
He wasn't no bitch. He wasn't no bitch, but that nigga known for fucking with little niggas and old people. That nigga beat up his bus driver. That don't make you no gangster. Nigga don't know what you talking about.
You talking about
Oh, you're not gonna
DeMarcus
sit
Cousins?
here.
You talking about DeMarcus
Yeah,
Cousins?
Boogie. Yeah.
Nigga, Boogie will slap the
Yeah,
shit out of you,
Boogie
And what
Boogie from the
I'ma
trenches too now. Like Boogie from the
do.
trench. If you know
What
where he
I'ma
from
do.
in Mobile, Boogie from the trenches
I
too.
know that. I know he from there, but nigga, you a pit bull around a bunch of chihuahuas. So that's gonna take a little bit off your gangster too.
So you
What
said,
you mean? Look,
that Boogie's a bully.
cause Buddy
He trying
Hill
to say
started with
Boogie's a
him.
bully, man. That's what he's trying to say, man.
But no, Buddy
Yeah.
Hill started with him. He didn't start with Buddy Hill. Buddy Hill started with him.
This nigga got
Buddy
into it
Hill
with
bucked too
Westbrook.
fast, should have shut his mouth.
He got into it with Westbrook. This nigga, you pushing a bunch of NBA
Westbrook
niggas.
should have
Like
shut his
Mark pushing a
motherfucking mouth,
bunch of
nigga.
NBA
You too
niggas.
small to be talking that shit to
That
me,
don't
nigga.
make you no gangster, homie. You don't get no strikes off of that.
That don't make you look. That don't make you a bully because the little dude start with you. Then you check him, and then all of a sudden, nah, he too little, man. Leave him alone. Nah, tell the little nigga be quiet.
Nah, homie. This nigga over here trying to bully. This nigga always getting into it with guards. Always getting into it with guards. Get the fuck out of here. You see what Zach said? He like, nigga, you press me, I'm a man.
Little niggas gotta remember they little. Oh, dudes. Little niggas gotta remember they little if they ain't got no pistol.
Hey, if you really want to see the comparison, put Zebo on that Philly team, put Moses on that Grizzlies team. The results are different on both teams.
Yeah. If you put Zebo on that Philly team, we don't win shit.
No, they're not winning.
Kareem gonna
Yeah,
kill
I mean,
Zebo.
because respectfully, Moses only did get one championship. It's not like he's a multi-championship winner. He got one. That 1 year.
He was never
So that
the best.
1 year they're not winning with that.
He was never.
I ain't talking about
never-
nobody else. I'm saying that's one more than
man,
Zebo,
like,
right?
He was never
they
Do we have
the
one more
best
than
big man
Zebo?
in the league. Never.
Do we have one more than
Never
Zebo?
get. He was never.
But in Zebo's defense, right? Like it's not his fault. It's not his fault. They kept having to run into the Spurs every year in the playoffs. Like the
Yeah,
Spurs
it is
were
his
a
fault.
perfect
They
matchup
beat
for
them.
Memphis,
They
dog.
beat them a couple
They
times.
could
They
beat
beat them.
everybody else. That grit and grind Memphis team with Marc Gasol, they had Mike Conley, Tony
Conley.
Allen, Zebo. Like, bro, that was a good squad, man. They just couldn't beat the Spurs, dog. That's all it
Mike
was,
Conley's a
man.
very underrated point guard
So
also.
DJ, what
They
you're saying
beat-
is they heard a whole
they
lot of
beat them.
ooh, almost.
They
Nice try.
They beat the Spurs
You damn
though.
near
They
had it.
won. Are you forgetting that? They
Whole
beat
bunch
the
of
Spurs
Timmy.
8-1.
Whole bunch of Timmy.
Yeah, I get that, Deuce. They could win a game or two, but they couldn't beat them over a
They won a
series, man.
series, bro. They beat them when they were in A seed.
They couldn't beat him in the
Why
series,
didn't
though. That's what it counts.
Yes, yes. Are you listening
That's
to what
what
I'm saying? Yes. They beat them.
It's just
Grizzlies with the 8
yeah.
seed, Spurs with the 1. They beat them.
Oh yeah, they did beat them.
I'm telling you with what Tony Allen done said, and I'm telling you what Zebo done said, man. He was like, look, we could beat everybody else, man. It was just that damn Tim Duncan and them Spurs that we had a problem
But they
with.
beat
Same
them,
thing Vernon
They beat
Maxwell and Sean Kemp just said. Like, we could beat everybody else in the West at that point. We just couldn't beat Seattle. If we didn't have to play Seattle, we went to multiple finals. There was something about Gary Payton and Nate McMillan and Sean Kemp. It was something about that team that matched up well with us.
The Spurs they beat the Spurs in 2010-11 in the first round, and they lost to Thunder the next one.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't think the
But they did get swept from the Spurs, and they could have went to the finals. They would have won that one, but they got swept.
Yeah, they just said the Spurs were a terrible matchup for them.
They were, and the Grizzlies were a terrible matchup for us. That nigga Zach Reynolds.
The Grizzlies were a bad matchup for everybody, man. You had two bigs that could on any given night that could give you 20 and 10.
OKC's splashing, bro. That's what you talking about. It's always matchup dependent. That's why I hope this year we don't.
That's what it comes down to in the playoff matchup.
The bottom line is this: they didn't win shit. That's the bottom line. They didn't win a motherfucking thing.
No, let's be real. They had one good run, but out of the 7-year playoff run that they had with that squad, they have 4 first-round exits.
And that's when you go to the script shit. It's only been like 10 teams that ever won a fucking championship in the NBA. It's like a third of the teams.
Okay, no, I'm not even saying win the championship, but first round exits that's like, bro, did you even, you know what I mean? Like, what the fuck are we doing? First round.
Sometimes that's what
Hey, DJ, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the Magic. I'm gonna take the Magic Johnson response, DJ. You remember that one?
No, you know.
I'm gonna take the Magic Johnson response. I don't respond to people who ain't won shit.
Yeah. Magic Johnson got a lot to say. He had problems too. Magic Johnson had problems too.
I don't
remember when they called him Tragic Johnson.
I don't respond. Hey, Max, I say it again. I don't respond to people who ain't won shit.
Wasn't that the what finals was that? Wasn't that the? Was that the 80?
That was 84.
Was that the 84 finals?
84. When he turned the ball over. He turned it over in overtime. We lost the game. He lost the game. Magic lost the game.
And all,
that's
all
when he was tragic.
All the Hall of Famers he played with, you know what I mean? We can be okay with this, you know what I mean, knowing our place too.
I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you, dudes, just like Magic talked to Anthony Edwards. I don't respond to people who ain't won shit.
But remember earlier, Hannibal was saying that he don't think it's right that, you know, Stephen A. Smith was called Russell Westbrook and all that. Like, bro, they called him Tragic Johnson. That was like a headline.
Yeah,
the newspaper and everything.
But it wasn't Stephen A. Smith. That was your boy. Steve Betts called him Russell Westbrook. Stephen A. Smith never called him that.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it was definitely
That's okay. That's okay to call somebody.
But that's the right. Who gives a fuck?
Yeah, that's all right.
Stop breaking shit.
But man, you hella wrong about T-Mac, bro. T-Mac was niggas like T-Mac better than Kobe.
Absolutely not.
So you wrong. Actually, they did. Kobe didn't.
Oh no. They said Kobe says that. Kobe says that. Yeah. Kobe says so far as talent, T-Mac was way better than me. I just worked harder.
So
when T-Mac was at the club,
wasn't a winner,
I was at the gym.
Bro. Like,
you crazy.
When T-Mac was at the club, I was at the gym.
Well, what did Kobe do when he didn't have all-stars on next to him? Shoot 100 shots.
He lost. He lost.
When he got all-stars next to him, he started winning. And I love Kobe. I think Kobe's the best player of all time. But we got to keep it in perspective, man. T-Mac, nigga, back in the early 2000s, people like Iverson more than Kobe. People like T-Mac more than Kobe. Kobe didn't get all that love until he started winning championships.
Well, you got to remember, too, T-Mac was a hell of an athlete. T-Mac was drafted in the first round in the Major League Baseball.
He was doing everything Kobe was doing, bro.
Hey, Froby was fire, though, bro. Froby was somebody to watch.
Kobe was
Kobe Bryant?
Froby Bryant.
The great 8.
When he was 8,
Kobe was the man.
Pro. Yeah,
Kobe was the man. What are you talking about? Kobe was the man. Kobe was a baller.
Kobe was doing 50 50-point games, 360
But
dunks, all
even
that
before
shit.
that, Nick Van Exel and Eddie Jones were nice as fuck, bro. So when Shaq
Yeah,
got there, I thought they were gonna win with them. Nobody
they
knew Kobe
was.
like that.
It wasn't. It
No,
wasn't the fact that it wasn't
Kobe
Kobe.
was a
The reason they
product,
won
bro.
was Phil. Phil changed their mentality. That's why they won.
Nah, that triangle
Of course,
shit.
Phil's one of the greatest
That
coaches of
triangle
all time.
shit.
Yeah,
That
that's why they
triangle
won.
shit was
Because they
was
had the
killing.
exact same
And then they put
team.
the
They had the
and
exact
then they put
same
the
team the year
zone.
before and got swept. Dude, you remember that? Had the exact
Yeah,
fucking
against the
same team
Spurs.
and got swept.
Against the Spurs.
With Dale Harris, they got
But
fucking
Glenn
swept.
Glenn Rice wasn't there. Glenn Rice wasn't there. AC Green
And
wasn't
Phil
there.
Jackson wasn't there. And Phil Jackson
Phil
was there.
Jackson. Yeah, and that triangle. But you can't run a triangle nowadays because you can play zone. Back then you had to play man. That's why that triangle was so killer. You got triple post offense. But you can't play that triangle don't work in the NBA no more because you can play zone now.
And he got remember he got Shaq to buy in too. He got Shaq to buy into the fucking program.
Man, Shaq still got his touches, man. He got Kobe to buy in. That's what the problem was. Kobe got the rocket with the score. Kobe would pass sometime and Kobe would do his
Well,
thing.
you know this. Now everybody on this panel knows this. From 99 to 04, really only thing you could do was hope Shaq didn't go for 60. There was nothing you could really do with the nigga. You could do whatever you want.
Trying to get him in foul because that was a boring. I just hate to watch them boring ass games. All they try
You
to
couldn't
do
do
is
shit with Shaq.
That's all they do.
You couldn't do shit with Shaq. Shaq could do whatever the fuck he wanted. He was just too big, too strong, too quick.
Hey,
There's nothing you
stop
could do.
putting dubs on that shit. Shaq has only had 3 50-point games in his whole fucking career. So like going for 60 shit wasn't happening. He was big. He was on HGH.
I mean, that's all you
He
can
didn't have the
hope he
stamina.
would do because he was gonna get you 34. He was gonna get you 25 and 15.
I'll tell you right the fuck now.
Consistently.
Will and Bill would have fucking ran Shaq out the fucking building in any era of
No, they
basketball.
wouldn't.
Guaranteed.
No, they would not have.
Guaranteed.
No, they would
They
not
couldn't
have.
even touch him.
Guaranteed.
No, they would not have.
I'm gonna tell you this.
You know
I love
why?
Shaq. Look, this is no hate on Shaq, but Shaq didn't start winning until all the great centers were out the league.
Bro, he put them
Who was out the league?
Akeem on the decline. I'm not gonna say out the league, but they were not in their prime. Akeem wasn't in his prime.
Now,
Ewing
listen,
wasn't in his
listen.
prime.
Hold on.
Jordan.
Hakeem took him to school. Hakeem took him to
best big
school.
man he had to
Hakeem
play
was the
was
one who taught
fucking
him how to
Tim
be a
Duncan, who
center.
he
Come on,
struggled
Lex, now
with,
you hate
and Yao Ming, who he
Hakeem is the
struggled
one
with,
who taught him how to be a center. Hakeem took his ass to school in the finals.
and he lost.
And of course he lost. He got swept.
So I say he didn't start winning until that class of centers
He
were
didn't
on their
start
way
winning
out.
until Phil Jackson got to the Lakers, bro. Shaq was still down.
Okay,
Shaq was
so
still
And look, I'm
Lex,
not blaming Shaq.
David Robinson.
I'm not blaming Shaq.
David
It's not his
Robinson was
fault.
on his way out.
And you can say the same thing about Jordan. Jordan started winning, so all those great players started retiring and getting old.
But Jordan was playing the great bigs.
No, he had two.
It's always been a big man's game, except now it's not because it's the
And
rules.
the same thing. And the same thing. We'll say the same thing with Jordan. Jordan started winning until all those big men and all those players who was doing their thing retired and got old.
Akeem was in his prime. Shaq was in his prime. Ewing was in his prime.
Shaq was not in his prime at 92. I'm sorry. And when Shaq
96
was close to his prime, he
Shaq didn't get to the finals till 95. He was a 3-year guy, got to the finals in 95 and got swept.
He swept Jordan that year. They want to give Jordan an excuse.
He did, and then what happened the next year and the next 3 years after that?
They won the next
I don't
3
give a
years.
fuck what y'all talking about. Greatest player of all time is Kareem Abdul-Jabbar anyway. So
nah,
I'm going with Bill.
Kobe.
Can't do nothing with Kareem, man. Kareem was the most dominant motherfucker they haven't seen.
LeBron James.
Kobe, close second, Blake Griffin.
But Magic Johnson never made it to the finals. Kareem would just have his one championship.
Deuce, did you just say Blake Griffin?
Yes.
Oh, Deuce, come on, man. Stop smoking crack, bro.
Y'all have a good day. I love y'all. Y'all have a good day.
Yeah.
I'm out of here. I gotta go to work though, man. I'm out of here.
I mean, I think Blake's better than Zach Randolph.
Stay off that crack, bro. Stay off that crack, bro.
Nah, bro. I was fucking on Joe. We said 1988, nigga. The hell?
If you think Blake Griffin was better than if you think Blake Griffin was better than anybody on that we just named, you damn sure smoking dope.
I do. I love them. The flying lions soaring through the air, nuts in niggas' faces. Ooh.
I think Blake better than Sean Kemp.
What a time.
Hell
What
no.
a time.
Hell no.
Hell yeah.
Yep.
Hell yeah.
That
All
guy
right, though, man. I'm
handles.
fucking with y'all,
And he can
man.
pass. Same dunk. Better playmaker. Ooh, less on
Nigga,
defense though.
Blake ain't better than Tree Rollins, nigga.
Oh, no disrespect, dog.
Blake ain't better than Tree Rollins, nigga.
Yo, I gotta get ready to go to work too, man. It was great talking with y'all. Obviously, this had nothing to do with boxing. That's why I didn't label it that. Yeah, very good basketball conversation. It's good to get everybody's opinions in here. A little bit of hate
All
going
right,
on,
y'all.
but a lot of love.
A lot of hate, a lot of love. All right, pimp. Later.
Oh yeah, big dog. Peace out. All right, Combo. I don't know if you're still there, big dog, but we about to shut it down. You probably at work or something. Yo, shout out to everybody that pulled up today. Everybody in the comments, everybody that pulled up to the panel. Unfortunately, Kyle does not pay for his StreamYard membership anymore because they upped the price. So we can only get 6 people on at a time, unfortunately. But shout out to everybody that pulled up. It was a basketball. It ended up being a basketball conversation today, and that's fine, man. We take it as it goes. There's not much to talk about in boxing right now, any motherfucking way, other than the same shit over and over. So, it's good to get some basketball talk in here. What's up, Combo? Any last words, me dog?
Nah, man. Good seeing you fellas. Good fellowship, man.
Hell yeah, man.
Hey,
Tap in
quick
when you
question.
head out here.
Quick question. Though, who's
What's up?
better, Ashanti or Dion?
Oh, Dion for sure. But Asante Samuel, I've always felt was underrated. I've always felt that way. I got Asante over a lot of people's favorite corners, probably over Patrick Peterson, probably over
I
like some
don't
of the
think
newer.
I don't think he's better than Champ. I don't think he's better than Daryl. When I say Daryl, I mean Daryl Green or
Daryl
or
Green
Reeves. Like, come on,
or
he's
Reeves. Yeah, no.
come on, man. He's okay, but he's not.
Not better than Night Train. But I'm probably not better than Charles Woodson. But I
And
would say he's like a top 20 all time though.
yeah, oh no. Listen, top 20, he fit in there somewhere. He'll fit in somewhere.
But he made his shit in the playoffs though. That's the thing. Like in the playoffs, he made big plays in
When it
big games.
mattered. Yeah, he made big plays
Yeah,
when it mattered, but that's because they was willing to go his side when it mattered.
that's that's true.
Dion was coming. Look, everything, everything, wherever it's at, he coming to get it. Daryl
That's true.
Green, come on, man. And if you misstep, he running you down and he running it back. Champ, come on. Even was it Rondé or was it Tiki?
Rondé
Rondé.
Barber.
He was a
Yeah.
hell of a coverage corner.
You see, I think Rondé and Asante have a better. That would be a better battle.
Comparison. Yeah, I would like to see them two compare. I like to see them two compare. But you got to take the stats out. You got to look how much they put it in the air and how much they targeted you. And how the game was
Asante had
played.
more opportunities for sure.
Yeah, a lot more.
To make plays.
And those different quarterbacks.
But then it can be said that when the ball got in his hand, he's one of the top dudes. He's in that Dion category of like once he makes the interception, what does he do with the ball? He's in that Dion Ed Reed category where he's taking that shit back.
Okay, now, but for my argument for that is he making you fumble? Is he making you drop? Is he laying that hammer and you like, hey, I can't.
Oh, he's not doing
I ain't
that.
holding this ball.
He's not doing that.
That's what I'm saying. Dion will hit you too.
Yeah, but
He'd
Dion
rather
wasn't doing
finesse it. But Dion will hit.
Now, Night Train would close on your ass because it wasn't legal back then. So.
Yeah. But that's all I needed to hear, bro.
Yes, sir. Yeah, we should have got in on that conversation. We probably could run that tomorrow, though.
That's what I was hoping I was gonna get to. And then also, don't forget, man, we got another champion out of DC.
Ooh.
Boxing. Well, I don't know if y'all talked about Gary. We.
We talked about it when he won, when he beat Ryo's ass. We definitely talked about that. Oh yeah, we were talking about how he beat the shit out of Ryo. But we're also talking about, some people, me personally, I felt like he didn't deserve the opportunity coming off a championship loss. I think he should have won at least one more fight before then. But hey, he made the best of his opportunity. Can't take it from him. He got the belt now.
Lamont did the same thing. They gave Lamont one after that.
Yeah, that's crazy too.
Also, we got a female boxer. She's now a champion, a WBC featherweight world champion. Tierra, and she just won her title over there in what's that, Australia. So she went and took that belt. She flew out and took that belt.
I ain't never concerned with female boxing unless it's Clarissa or Katie Taylor Serrano, which we got coming up.
All right, nah.
All right, man. I tap in with you, man. Hey, shout out to everybody in the chat. Thanks for dropping the comments, having a conversation going. Shout out to everybody that showed up today, man. Including Kyle popping in for a little bit, like a guest on his own fucking podcast. But the wise words of Lil E, I want y'all to breathe air and live life. It's always a treat players meet. Thanks for tapping in today. We say some outlandish shit on here, but we allow people to say it. You know what I'm saying? And that's what this is all about. Share your opinion, no matter how ridiculous it may be. Say, what we're here to do. But RIP to my guy Coop. Man, we miss you every day, dog. And everyone else has lost somebody close to him. Shout out to those people. Rest in peace to them. And with that, we out.
At the roots, he let the beats build, bitch. And we never switch. Even if I'm rich, I'll be broke like I'm Mitch. Niggas talking down, but that's headed in the wrong direction. But I knock that shit out like the boxing section. Cause they can't touch what they can't see. All I gotta do is be the same.